Gow gow! Hi, Recap. Hold on. I feel like I'm so slightly off. But hi, Recap. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you so much for joining me for another tip of stream. Cubs, you may have noticed I probably don't sound different at all. I have my host set up with me, but different internet that's a little bit unstable. But it's enough to stream. But apparently, just, you know, it's a small baby, little tiny baby precaution. I'm streaming at a max of 720, baby. 180 is not for me anymore. And you know what? Back in my day, I used to watch videos at 360p and I didn't complain. So, hopefully it's a-okay. But thank you so much for joining me for another Tippa stream on a Thursday. Brothers, the reason why I didn't do Friday or tomorrow, I'm gonna attend a hot yoga class tomorrow. And that's like at 6 o'clock. I don't know what gym offers like evening classes like that on a Friday. That was not a thing at my old location. So I'm kind of like, Pog. Listen, I'm not really actually a big fan of yoga. It's good for the body. I respect those who love the grind. Yoga is not for me. But for whatever reason, they offer hot yoga at the gym that I'm at, and I'm like, ooh. Ooh, gimmick. But Cubs, it feels like it's been an eternity. It's only been about 6 days. If you are like, Tippa, why do you sound so dramatic about stuff? As you Cubs know, I had actually started my first week of my 12-week clinicals. I'm going to be graduating in December. Oh, brothers, do I have news for you. I have so much news. You're going to laugh. You are going to cry. You're going to be like, oh, Tippa. And I'll be like, I don't know what kind of laughter that is, but I moved. I moved to go to my new clinical site, and it's actually kind of cute. I would love to give you Cubs a tour. Maybe if I draw it poorly, maybe you Cubs could be like, wow. But really, it's like a nice L. It's a rectangle. It's a rectangle with like an L shape being like the little hallway, and it's like the perfect one-person like studio. It's actually kind of cute. I don't know. Anyway, that dies. Anyway, let me say my highs and hellos. I'm just so excited to be here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited I get to stream still. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't necessarily study quite yet for my boards because I don't really want to like burn out, because my boards or my exam to, you know, actually practice out in the field isn't until January. And it's like, wow, Tippa, don't you want to get a 4-month head start? No. That's how you get burnt out, and then I might not retain the knowledge. So no. But I was getting kind of bored. Even yesterday I was like, oh, do I stream? But what happened yesterday? Oh, my memory is so bad. Oh, Bearcat's birthday! Because I said like a week ago, and then again, I take everything by the week. I don't, like, I knew it was Big Ham's birthday. Apparently I forgot a few seconds ago, so please forgive me. But you know, I was like, oh, don't worry, Wednesday we're gonna stream. I'm like, oh, nope, never mind. So I'm sure the Cubs understood. But Maxwell, thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cub Club. Welcome. But I was even deciding if I wanted to stream today, not because I didn't want to. It's just, oh, I don't know, everything happening. I'm kind of like, huh? But Friday, the hot yoga class is at like 6 or 6:30 p.m. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure the EU Cubs love to party hard on a Friday night and stay up super duper late. But I think starting stream at 7 or 8 p.m. would be kind of cruel. So Thursday, and then I'm trying to figure out what's happening this weekend. But I had a phone call with my mama Bearcat, and my mama Bearcat is really adamant about visiting. And I'm like, Mama Bearcat, I'm literally in a rectangle. And she's like, oh, but I have so much food, because she volunteers at the food pantry, which is very nice of her. And she's like, oh, but I have these strawberries are not gonna last if I don't bring them over. And I'm like, Mama Bearcat, if they're not gonna last by the time you bring them over, they're probably not gonna last by the time I like inhale all of them. I don't think this is a win-win situation, but my mama Bearcat's nosy. She wants to see the place and blah 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 blah. So I'm like, sure. Why not? Sorry, but my highs. Hi Robo, hi, welcome on in, welcome, let's go, welcome. Hi Garland, hi, welcome on in, welcome, and oh my hecking goodness, Trick. Hi Gamer, thank you so very much for the Prime Gaming sub for 9 whole hecky months. Thank you so very much, thank you. 9 whole hecky months, that's a Twitch baby. Galmer, welcome on in. Thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate it very much. Hi Spuds, hi, hello gamer, I hope you're well. Hi gamer. I promised Spaghetti I was gonna play Overwatch with him yesterday, and then I didn't. So, egg on my face. So I might play Overwatch later. You're welcome to join. Hi, birthday girl, birthday day girl, birthday month girl. Hi gamer, welcome on in, welcome. Please expect a doodle soon on your what do you call it? Magma. Yes. I was trying to figure out the best way to do it. And I'm like, oh, you know, I brought my tablet with me. Not my drawing tablet, but like my iPad tablet. So maybe I'll log in from there and call it a day. But I couldn't help but notice. Let me see if I can pull it up and multitask at the same time. I couldn't help but notice I was being talked about in the Nyatiko server. Because I can't help but see, oh my gosh, why are they all talking about Toho? I couldn't help but notice. Oh god, they were at it yesterday. I should have saved the image. It's just like a really old doodle. Yeah, and it's my little profile picture on oh my gosh, Magma. And I don't even know what the context is. Maybe it was like the prom picture or something. But why is this my avatar? Oh my goodness. But I wish you a happy birthday day, a happy birthday week, a happy birthday month, a happy birthday, and a 1 and a 2 and a scooby-doo. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear happy birthday to you, dun, dun, and many more. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I started the blah 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 a little too early in my brain. Well, welcome. Her? Yeah, it's the prom. I have like a little prom outfit and da 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 da. But I have no idea why. What is this? Mine is tomorrow. Oh my gosh, there's so many birthdays happening. Julie, happy birthday to you as well, because I'm not gonna stream. And a 1 and a 2 and a scooby-doo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julian. Happy birthday to you, pam pam. And many more. Blah, 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 blah. No, but happy birthday to you. Oh my gosh, do you know whose birthday is also tomorrow? Oh, Luna, not today. Lulu. It's Lulu's birthday. Tomorrow as well. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I think Big Ham was saying that, oh, right? Oh, come on, Luna. I know, you know, it's fine. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Big Ham was saying that, she has 2 other people who shared her birthday. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Happy birthday, everyone. Let's go. Anyway, sorry, let me catch up really quick and I say my quick highs. I'll put her in the corner. Salads, hi, welcome on in. Welcome much. Hi, gamer. Thank you so much for the tier 2 sub for 61 whole hecky months. Oh, I'm feeling it in my bones. 61 months. That's like 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. Whoa. That's a long time. Hi gamer, thank you so much for your continued support. 61 whole hecky months. Huge Bearcat hug. Just imagine I'm moving my arms. I didn't put the tracking on today because I'm not gonna lie to you. As soon as I was done with Big Ham a collab, which by the way, thank you so much for inviting me in the Waterdo collab. I took out the trackers, I put it in my little basket, and I stood up for like 5-10 more minutes and then I passed out. I was like, okay, good night. Good night. I have work tomorrow. I'm working in that full-time lifestyle, but without the full-time pay. Welcome to clinicals. But thank you so much all for the check-in. Thank you. Shabadadu, Sales, hi. And so hi. Thank you for the beans. Thank you. I'm enlightened. And Trick, thank you so much for the holy amount of stream streak. Thank you for the 5 stream streak. I appreciate it very, very much. And Double C, hi, Gowdy Galmer, Gowdy, welcome. And Go. Sarah, thank you. Hi, Gamer again. Thank you so very much for the tier 1 sub for 6. Oh, hecky months. Wee! Oh my gosh, half a year? Time certainly does fly when you're having fun, but thank you so much for the continued support as well. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. 6 berries. Ta-dang. But thank you, Gamer. And hi, Julian. Hello, birthday cub. Yep, Queen, my beloved. I know, for someone who's so painfully introverted, you don't know how excited I was just to like yap. I was so excited. And I still am. Let me not talk in past tense to be like I am. Anyway. Oh my goodness, this is hi. Thank you for the merch. I promise you one day I'll have merch again. I promise. I want you cubs to know. I'm not gonna talk to you about the state of America right now. That's not appropriate. But can I tell you, I'm getting like physical damage thinking about it. I want you cubs to know that I had ordered Fuamoko birthday merch February of this year. Okay? Tell me how it shipped out only a few days ago. And I'm going to get it because I redirected the package, but I have to pay tariffs, which is, you know, such a new concept as an American. Tell me how I had to pay an extra $70 for God knows what. Someone explain. It's like, hey, yeah, is it the full set? It is. It is the full Fuwawa set. Tell me how I had to pay an extra $70 to get my package delivered. I literally perishing. This morning I woke up at 7 a.m. and it's just like, hey, you want this package? Pay us $69.87, which would have been a much funnier number, but I just only remembered it right now. And I'm like, what the heck? But no, do not apologize. I'm just really confused of why it's $70. Like, are we tariffing? Is that a word? Are we doing tariffs off weight? Are we doing tariffs off the package? What percent? Yeah, I don't know what math we're doing. Don't get me wrong, the full sets are always expensive, but that was like my splurge because I was trying to do a Fuamoko shrine, and now those dreams are dead. Thanks. No, I'm just kidding. But they are dead. I felt so bad when they hit 1 million subs, followers on YouTube, and I'm like, oh my gosh, their merch is so... Yep, not getting it. Yeah, it's just whatever money they feel that day. It's actually insane. But I just want you to know that I'm a little sad. We'll figure it out soon, but your girl's not ordering anything offline, and that's why I couldn't do the merch stuff, because imagine if this is for a tiny nerdy package of cute girls. Imagine me trying to figure out the shipping logistics, because I don't really care about the middleman aspect. Okay, like, Cubs, let's talk business real quick, okay? Listen, a middleman for VTubers, you know, there's pros and cons for everything in life, yeah? Yeah? Okay, gotcha. Anyway, so, what, we need to cut off the middleman. Sorry, it's so serious. No, but I'm like, I can do it. I have a good head on my shoulders to manage this, that I don't necessarily think I need a middleman, but there's some logistics that I feel like would be easier. But the last thing that I did was all shipped by hand. Ryan did help me tape the packing labels and write the names for people. So big shout out to Ryan, but everything was packaged by me on my floor, which may have got some piece hair. And if you still have the envelope for whatever reason, if you want to see some quirky handwriting, rip off your labels. It's like Oprah, like, look under your chairs, but yeah, very, very funny haha stuff, to be honest. But obviously, if I'm getting taxed or tariffed, whatever, I don't know, for $70, yeah, DHL, here, shit's on the spot. Your girl is not ordering a bulk of new merchandise because that's like several hundred. Imagine like the extra for whatever reason, you know? I personally can't do it. It's not right in my heart. So I'm hoping like a year from now things would be okay. But even though I'm definitely supposed to be catching up with past chat, I am gonna read current chat because I'm nosy. But Rebel says, I heard so many companies don't even ship to the US anymore because of it. Yeah, they don't, and it's actually insane. I don't know what's gonna happen. Smile. But sorry, I'll keep it as vague as I can because I don't want to get like sad about it. But Monty says, I'll be glad to invest in more tip merch whenever it's possible. I'm hoping by next year maybe life will get figured out. Smile. But, or you know, there'll be a new norm, and this is like the logistics of how these things can work. Because I just think that would be super duper cool, and I would have more flexibility and freedom, you know? As someone who would have my big girl career, and I can make silly investments like that instead of like a random student being like, all right, student loans, I know you're supposed to support me through all my courses. VTuber merch. Make more Daki Makuras, more body pills, more plush. I work my full-time, hard-time job to invest in merch with my face on it. Anyway, hello, hi gamer. Oh my gosh, gamer, thank you so very much for the tier 1 sub for 21. Oh heck him up. So you know what's better than 21? 22. It's my favorite number, by the way. Well, thank you for the tip of hydrate emo. Cheers, cheers. Thank you so very much for the continued support. I appreciate it very, very much. Girl, you're a streamer. Guess what? You get the shout outs. Oh my goodness, and Faust too. Hi Faust, I see you now because I'm gonna read your message, even though I should definitely be catching up with old chat. Huh? Hachiko? What? Hachiko? Oh, Hatchet. Hachiko. Oh my gosh, hi gamer. Thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Club. Welcome. Oh my goodness. I know someone know Hachiko, so I'm like, cute name. That's all. Welcome. And Fast, let me go ahead and give you a shout out really quick. Da-dang. I'm no streamer. Gosh darn it. I take back the shout out. Fast says, are you saying we should direct seas the means of production? Oh, you know. Oh my goodness, Julie says customs is the middleman. No, it is. Plasma's high tariffs plus DHL handling fee for processing the tariffs for you. Actually, we should open the receipt because I promise you, Cubs, at 7 a.m. my brain is not working. I just say, ooh, baby brain wants package with cute Fuamoko Oshis? Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah. I'm sure there was a receipt somewhere. I will look it up in my email. Yep, Yeah, import duty alert. You need to pay 68. Oh, it's 68.19. Where did I pick up the other number? I'm opening it up. Is there a... Thank you. Is there a... No, I think they actually made up this number because I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why it's $68. No, there's really no receipt. I could tell you the tracking. But yeah, it literally said if the duty's not paid within 5 days from the arrival date, the parcel will be returned to the shipper. Check the status of your shipment here. So it's either don't pay the $70 and save $70 or lose over $100. So gosh, I wish it just shipped a few days earlier. Can I be honest? Can I be honest here for a moment? Is this a safe place? Space? Yes. Both. Why can I ship earlier? That's fine. I think the page day link has an option. Oh, let me see. What did I open this morning then? I'm so I'm so confusion. Well, I'll multitask, okay? I'm a horrible multitasker, but I'll do it. I have the receipt. Where did I pay? Tip up from this morning. Because when I say the click here to pay, it just shows me the tracking. Oh no, download duty document. Hold on, I got it. Oh, wait. Sorry, that was a genuine reaction. So the import fees, smile, is actually $79.88, so it's about $50. Sure. Okay. Fake. No, I'm just kidding. But the duty tax processing is $17. Where did they grab this number from? Someone's gotta tell me. $17 tax. Brother, I'm about to start throwing the tea in the harbor. What the? Anyway. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's crazy. That was the handling fee? Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's all made up. That it feels so made up. I'm so sorry. Anyway, let me catch up briefly with current chat, and I promise I'm still at old chat. That's the ransom fee? I will shut up now. Anyway. Monte says I was so happy last year when I got the merch. Oh, I'm so that makes me happy. That makes me happy again. Not to be what do you call it? I don't know. I just think having VTuber merch is so cool. Sorry. Is that silly? I'm like, oh, it's actually so cool. And that's like, wait, people, people, the Cubs, they like me that much. No, but seriously, it's been a lifetime goal and dream of mine. And again, having that body pillow especially, I know it's kind of like Tiff, but the body pillow, I'm like, no, that was like my biggest, like if I ever had merch, I needed that because I'm a weeb and a side sleeper. Speaking of Dakimakuras, I also got the Fuamoko body pillow, so very excited to show that off eventually, smile. Probably when I get home though, smile, smile, smile. But yeah, full body pillow. Yeah, like body pillow, like accurate to size. And you know what's really cute? Not to get parasocial with you Cubs, but you know, I'm a little parasocial. You know, technically, I think most body pillows are technically like close to 5'4". Sorry, let me convert that. Let me convert that to centimeters, or like 162 centimeters, and that's like my height, so it's like really cute because okay, I'm gonna shut up. It's just like it's almost accurate. Almost. Anyway, that makes me really happy to hear, Monty. That's all I want to say. Thank you. Hi, Trick, by the way. I would love to see some Tippa merch someday. I promise you. I promise. I have leftovers that I was just gonna sell, but I wanted to present with, something new. But don't mind me. I'm just migrating my look. No, you're so good. Hi, Polish. Hi, gamer. Long time no see. All right. MCC says I ordered a bulk of stuff from Hololive and the tariffs was crazy. Glad it let me pay it in 4 payments. How much did you pay? Monte says 500 Dakis. No, that's Baz's bedroom, which again, insane. That guy's a collector. I salute to him. On tariffs or goods, honestly, I wish they did. But yeah, no problem, fellas, for the shout out. You could have brought Silent Hill F with that money, yeah, but I wouldn't have played Silent Hill F. I'm too scared. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Jillian says, I think I mentioned this, but I ordered a makeshift plushie pre-order days before the tariff nonsense went into effect, and they emailed me saying, we'll honor your original price, but all future makeshift orders to the US go up. Oh, they're not even from the US. I didn't even realize. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, Cubs. Can we we're not gonna talk about it, but just know that we're all in the huh? What? Huh? Anyway. Luna says we can contest the tariffs, but losing the contest means paying the price and the work hours used on analyzing. Oh, brother, that's actually funny in a very sad way, But Julian says I need a Tippa Galmer throw plushie. I think that would be so funny and so cute. They have they have plushes kind of like that. It would actually be so cute. I don't know. I think that would be cute too. Actual Bearcat size. Yeah, this Bearcat is to scale. Tipo 1:1. Yeah. Hi Plex. Hi, welcome. MWC said it was about $260, I believe. You had 3 different sets there. Yeah, you can't lose it, so you just pay it up. How annoying. Wait, can I be honest? That's so annoying. But it's okay, it's okay. We got our cute VTuber merch, and we're gonna just politely smile and nod. I feel like this whole week it's been smiling and nodding. If you guys have seen the clip on the socials and TikTok, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Smiling and nodding. I'm gonna put the her away, by the way. Alright, let me catch up with chat really quick, but also happy Hot Cross Buns Day. Oh my goodness, the only song I could play on the recorder. Bam 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 bam. Oh my goodness. But sorry, anyway, yeah, this whole conversation was because I said hi to Sinister and thank you for the merch thing. You know, I think it'd be cute to get more electronic merch. I know Big Ham was joking around about a Tipa S buddy, but as much as I thought that was really cool when they released the Miku one or the desktop buddy that became pretty popular, I'm like, I can't just give out my motto like that. We'll find something, I'm sure. More electronic gets to be so cute, you know? And it'll be a nice compromise, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna say hi again. Hi, Trick. Ow, welcome. Julian's like, Cubs, you may have noticed I'm glowing. Actually, you're so right. Julian, can I be honest with you and the other Cubs? I've actually started a new skincare routine and I am glowing. My skin has never looked so high. I mean, not that I was dry. Oh my gosh, sorry, I look like I'm glowing in a good way and not in a sweaty, oily way. Not that I was looking like that before, but I have to make sure the image is there, okay? But yeah, I'm actually really excited because I just started the skincare routine when I moved, so it's only been 4 days, and I'm like, wow, the results really show. Can't wait to drop the routine, but I gotta give it a few weeks because my body's still adjusting and blah 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 blah. Smile or not. Robo says electronic merch. Tippa Tamagotchi keychain? Okay, you guys wouldn't kick my butt if I told you I've never owned a Tamagotchi, right? We're not kicking butts here about that. I've actually never owned one. I don't even know what equivalent I had. Neopets? But yeah. But wait, then that means you have the potential to kill me. I mean, I guess you Cubs always had the potential to kill me, but I don't know if I could do a Tamagotchi. But if I find the technology, tiny Tippa Tamagotchi. But heck yeah, skincare? Yeah, no, honestly, I've been getting so into it because okay, it's a little embarrassing. No, it's not really embarrassing, but now that I don't have to really deal with the stress of school in a way of studying a student and passing, getting grades, and all I have to do is my internship. Don't get me wrong, normal stress of being alive and working full-time and dealing with people, that's gonna get me, but that stress is much different from student studying stress. So I'm like, I can really take care of myself, and by the time I take care of myself, not that I haven't been, but skincare wise, I could be glowing for my graduation, which is a funny thing I have to tell you, Cubs. I have a list of things I want to talk about, and graduation is one of them. I've learned awful news. So we'll see. But anyway, sorry, I'm gonna catch up simultaneously. I'm so ready. Luna says, I was trying to make a desktop body in Godot, but having a transparent window like that is so evil on Windows. Why is it evil? Monty says, doing the deep fried routine, please don't be deep fried. I'm begging, please don't deep fry yourself. I've seen some people deep fried. Tanning salon fried, and I'm like, oh. But Gwyneth, hi, welcome on in, welcome, and hi Nineville, hi. Oh my gosh, Sip, I'm so sorry for being late. I hope you're doing well, brother. I only paid $70 for my full Amoko merch because of tariffs. I'm doing bad. No, I'm just kidding. That's really the only story that you missed. Hi, gamer. Hi. Does Gaia count? Gaia doesn't have, like, I'm thinking like virtual pets. I'm trying to remember, did Gaia have something like that? Nah, it's fine. But Gaia has, well, actually, let's not talk about that. Anyway, Monte says I wanted to also research some skincare specifically for me hands. I have some good hand creams. That's also another thing I've been working on. I don't know. I just feel like I could like do my little glow up arc, you know, because I've been saying it and I have been taking care of myself, and I'm like, I want to do the next steps. I'm gonna graduate after doing X amount of years of school, you know. I think it'd be so nice to, you know, do a little treat myself. But there's a really nice hand cream that I have that's like a Japanese brand. If I find the name, I will let you know. Irradiated Bearcat, that's me, glowing. I'm glowing. Hi Ryan, hi, welcome. Oh yeah, oh, self-care arc, love. No, it's gonna be so good. And hi PogChamp, hi, welcome. I missed you. Oh my goodness, I know I've only been gone for almost 1 whole week, which is a very long time. But do not worry, do not fear, do not be sad. I'm here! Kind of. Depends on your definition. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Sounds good. I will hydrate my hands so much it's gonna be absurd. Would you laugh at me if I told you one of my nighttime bedtime routines is that I have this silly like relaxed lotion, which is supposed to be aromatherapy besides what do you call it? My bedstand now. And every time I turn off the lights, I just get a little pump of lotion. I'm like rubs my hands like a little fly, smells the lotion because it's so relaxed, and actually the smells really good. I feel relaxed and then I pass out. The lotion doesn't actually make me pass out, but it's a nice relaxed scent. That's not the Japanese hand lotion that I recommend, but I'm like, oh, that's also been like a nighttime routine in addition to all the other hacking things. So keep a bedside lotion. Tip up beauty hacks here. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Hi Planks again, hi! Rebel says it's okay, the human eye can't perceive anything above 720p anyway. Dang hacking goodness, because I felt so bad when I had to decrease the quality, but I cannot tell you Cubs how fickle. Okay, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful to be where I am right now, and the lady that I'm indirectly staying with or is hosting me is very sweet. She's like, I have really fast internet, and I believe her. The upload and downloads are not incredible. But it's been so fluctuating. Like, I know on Monday a few Cubs were there for anime night, ended up lagging a little bit, so that's quirky. But all the other days afterwards, the internet has been kind of stable, and the download speeds have been pretty high up. Like, I'm talking about 3 digits. But it hasn't been that high for a while, actually. It was 2 digits when I tested it before stream. But the upload, at one point it was single digits, and I said, is this enough to stream? I had to like pull out the Google, yes I know, and be like, what is enough to stream? And people are like, well, you can stream on like 4 to 6 upload, and I said, oh, great. Right now I think I have like 20 right now, which isn't bad. No, I wouldn't complain and say it's bad, but I'm like, oh, okay, well, here's hoping it stays that way, you know? Hi, Yogao! Yeah, I'm actually really excited. Okay, sorry, we're going back because I'm reading the old conversations. I'm actually really excited about the hot yoga, even though, again, I'm not a big yoga person, because the person who's teaching it is the person who teaches the same spin class that I attended on Monday, and oh my gosh, Cubs, that was the most fun I had in spin. I don't even know what she did. I think the music and the vibes were so great, and I was sitting by a fan, so even though the fan felt nice, it allowed me to dissociate. That's my super secret power, dissociation. And oh my gosh, it was so fun. So I'm really excited to see her, what do you call it, teach again tomorrow for this hot yoga, because I want to get the hype of it. So if you're not familiar with hot yoga, it's exactly how it sounds. You're apparently doing yoga in a hot room, and I'm talking, I think they said, because it's beginner like yoga. Sorry about my face going. I'm gonna be in a room that's 85 degrees Fahrenheit or about basically 29 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so yeah, sauna yoga. So I again can't tell you how that's gonna be until after tomorrow, but if she's teaching it, I trust it, you know? Yeah, super excited. But Trick says back on the clinical grind? Yeah. Robo says, isn't it hard to do yoga wrapped up in a blanket? No, we're just gonna be in the hot sauna room. Hi, Lurkaroo. Hi, welcome. Shut up. Hey, can't wait. I think I'm actually gonna be caught up soon. Hi, Zeke. Hi, welcome. Hi, Finn. Hi, welcome. Crystalline. Hi, welcome. Oh, hold on one moment, gamer. Wait. Mr. Scootscoo, hi, welcome on in. Welcome. And we're talking about the tariffs. Yeah, okay, then I caught up. Yes, I caught up. Yay. And if I did miss a hi or hello, I'm sorry. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anyway, Monte says, I sometimes spray some nice cologne for my hands before bed, to be honest. Honestly, divine. I don't know. I'm not too in the depths of aromatherapy, but when I used to live at my old place, which I miss it so much, I would light up a candle, but I would light up the candle when I'm cleaning, you know? So that was my home is clean smell, you know? I'm too scared to light up a candle in the place that I'm in right now. It's just a little bit too small, and the lady I'm staying with has already had like a fire jump scare with like another guest who has apparently stayed here before. So I said, let me not do that. But I think aromatherapy to some regard is, you know, pretty nice. I like good smells. Okay. Anyway, Jillian says can is pretty generous. 20 or 30 is like a decent minimum. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. So I'm hoping that the internet doesn't drop completely, and I hope, sorry, not to sound like really not tech savvy, I don't think this would be the case, but I think with the current speed right now, I think it'll be okay to still stream and do video games, but I don't know. I don't know quite yet, so we'll see. This is kind of basically my test stream. Wow, so cool, so quirky. Yeah, gym buddy? No, more than the gym buddy. She's like the gym instructor, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a sucker for community, which is really rich coming from a painfully shy, almost social isolating Bearcat. I like the idea of a community, and that's why I really also like the idea of gym classes. Not only was the gym instructor that Monday for the spin class so welcoming and nice to me, and I got to talk to her for a little bit, the people around me were really nice. I felt so bad because I didn't sit next to this lady, because I'm like, sorry lady, this seat is really high up, and the one that's, you know, next to that one is actually my size, so I'm gonna leave a little small gap between us. But she was so nice, and she's like, see you next week? Like, yeah. See you next week. So, you know, it's like very motivating to be like, oh my gosh, community, people want to see me, but not in a like selfish, you know, like me kind of way, but it's like, oh my gosh, they cared enough to say something to me. That's crazy. Anyway, I will be back because I had a ton of fun. And I also made myself look obviously like the new Bearcat in the room. The instructor was actually really nice, and she's like, are you new? And I'm like, new to the class here, but I've done spin before. She's like, you're fine then. So very nice. Luna said they asked for 6 for 1080p 60, but it would have to be consistent. 6? Oh gosh, again, I'm not risking it. We're 720, baby. But Julian said I did hot yoga a few times. I liked it, but I wouldn't do it without the discounted trial price. So I'm really grateful that my my gym, apparently it's just, you know, a location thing. I don't think, excuse me, I don't think anything in the area that I'm in, I feel like I'm giving information on dox myself. Please, no one dox me. I feel like, you know, it's very area dependent, because I don't think there's any hot yoga that is in my area where I live, but in this area apparently it's very popular, and that they just have it available, so we'll see. But if you liked it, that gives me like higher hope, you know? Hi, Happy, hi, welcome! Robo with the Ryan, hi. I still want to know how she typed that. Because, you know, they're like really separated on the keyboard. We're asking the real questions here. But thank you for politely lurking. Hi, Atomic. Hi, Gamer. Thank you so much for the check-in. I appreciate it. Greetings, Tipanya. Tipanya? Oh? Huh? Hi, Gamer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Monty says going into clubs and communities to meet new people is definitely the way that breaks your shyness. It is. And it's really nice. I'm not gonna lie to you, though. I'm in this weird thing where, well, okay. Maybe because I live in older areas, but I still haven't really found someone who's like around my age. So every time I see someone around my age, I'm like, oh, whoa, pug. But I never like continue anything else. I'll never forget or forgive myself that there was someone who was probably about my age. I never asked. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, it's so cool to see you like every time that you're here, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then she's like, oh, they just opened up a new gym in my area, so I won't be here anymore. And I'm like, no. Okay, I'll see you next time then. And I think something had popped up and I didn't get to go to the gym class. And I was like, I'm going to ask her number because, listen, even my classmate, there's a whole story I have to tell you, but I'll tell you the backstory and then I'll tell you the actual story. No, I'll tell you the story and then I'll tell you the backstory. I don't think there's anything wrong with giving out numbers. Obviously, there's obviously situations where you don't give out your numbers, but like, you know, I think it's really cool that if you feel like you vibe with someone, you may never ever really even have to contact them again, but the idea that you could, it's pretty neat to me. So I've done this a few times with like the sourdough bread lady that I told you about. And even some patients, which I've also told you guys about my last clinical where I just gave my number, and I've given my number. Look, listen. I gave my number once when I used to work as a tech many years ago, and that guy was hitting on me, and I didn't realize. Not because I was like, whatever, but he's like, you want to come to my bowling alley? Because he was like an older guy who owned a bowling alley. And I said, no, it's okay, thank you. And he never contacted me again. But like with the latest clinical I had, I gave my number to 3 people. One, because one person was a lady who I worked with who's very quirky, and she asked for it. So I said, well, she actually gave me her number first, and she's like, can you text me? And I said, sure. And it was very sweet because she was just having a really rough day, and I think she just wanted to talk to someone, and we never really talked after that. But I think just the idea and the gesture of like, hey, this is so-and-so from so-and-so clinic, you know, I hope you're doing much better, da-da-da-da. And she's like, thank you so much, appreciate it. And that was our only exchange. Great, good, wonderful. My second exchange was from like an older lady. She is so sweet. Oh, I miss her so much. She was a 95-year-old lady. Her name I cannot give, but her name was fun. And she was so sweet because I told her I was trying to learn Spanish. So she's my little abuelita. She's my little old lady in Spanish. And she was just so small and cute, and she really treated me like one of her family. She was always so excited to see me, but her condition was getting worse because she had like something with her heart. And so every time she came into therapy, she wasn't really like able to exercise that much. And so it was like, you know, we'll try our best, and, you know, I'll keep her distracted. I think that's like the fun thing when doing outpatient stuff, and I guess inpatient to some certain degree, is to just distract your patient so they're moving and grooving and they're not focusing on the pain. They're just doing the movement, they're getting their exercise in, and they're having fun. And that was basically me to her. And she was so sweet because she tried to teach me Spanish a little bit, because I told her I was learning because the Spanish club was still going on at that time. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm learning this. And she starts speaking to me and she's like, do you understand? And I'm like, no. But then she'll like teach me again, and she'll repeat it, and it's very, very sweet. Like my mom at Bearcat tried to do the same thing, but my mom at Bearcat was, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Like she would repeat the same phrase. I'm like, Mama Bearcat, I get the Dora the Explorer. I get it. How are you? Bien. Gracias. Sorry, I'll never say it like that again. But you know what I mean? So it's really, really cute. I gave her my number because I was hopping between clinics and I hadn't got to work with her for a long time. She loved working with me. I'm like, hey guys, sorry, I have a favorite and she's my favorite, so I need to work with her. She's so sweet. Like we both started like tearing, like giving like teary eyes to each other because I told her like, hey, you know, I only have a few weeks left here. If this is gonna be one of your last few sessions, I'm gonna give you my number, and though we may never like contact each other, you know, at least you have my number, basically. And that's the whole premise of, again, exchanging that number and the communication. And I always told her about this like local sushi that you could get for $5 at like a grocery store, and I realized that's actually a common thing. I thought like I would be like, sorry, I keep bringing up the word doxing, but I'm being for real here. I was like, I thought it'd be like a doxing thing if I told her about the $5 sushi days, but when I was in Yeehaw at a completely different supermarket, I guess supermarkets that offer sushi have like a special like discount day, which makes sense, but I'm like, oh, but she was like, oh, sushi, $5? Yeah. And so like the first and only text message I sent to her was just me with my face oh, like with the sushi right next to it. I'm like, you see, insert name here, my little abuelita, I got the $5 sushi, I hope you have a good day. And she never messaged me back, and it makes me so scared. Like, obviously, no, I'm not entitled to a message back, but I got so scared because she was just a much older lady who's having heart problems. So my biggest fear is that she passed away, basically. But she was so sweet and nice, and her daughter would come in, and it was so funny because her daughter would just drop her off in therapy, and she's like, I'm just gonna walk around the plaza. That was like her exercise. She'd come in gym gear. Ah, oh, she was so cute. And then the third one was the story of the older guy I was telling you about, where you kept her like, wait, he knows English, German, Italian, and Japanese, and this guy worked in the government with defense. Yeah, this guy's a World War II veteran. It's like, oh. Anyway, that's not, the guy who's like, yeah, we may never see each other, and then we ran into each other at the supermarket. Ah, goodness. Does it stop? I had a sneaking suspicion. Robo says, does it count if someone nabs the number from the booking system? Still wild? No, it doesn't count. That's like non-consensual, you know? If we agree to exchange numbers, great. If we don't, then we don't, you know? Or if I give my number one-sided and I'm like, hey, look, listen, I think you were cool, hit me up, lol, then, you know, it's not, there's no obligation from that other person to add me, because usually when I do that, it's like a one-hit, like, if you message me, cool. If you don't message me, cool. Do not worry. I just think having that communication because I thought you were a cool person, you know? What Robo is referring to is when I was at Yeehaw Land for my 6 weeks of clinical, where when I went to the gym, I don't remember the story that well of how I ended up talking to the guy. I think I asked him to show me around because he worked there. And I did the same thing here, by the way, because I told him like, hey, look, listen, I'm like very shy. Yeah, I could walk around and look very awkward in these gym spaces, but I feel like it'd be more natural if, you know, someone who works here can give me like, you know, a really quick tour. I would really appreciate it, you know? And the lady who recently did it was so sweet and so nice, and she explained the hot yoga to me because there's like 3 different classes and levels and da 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 da. And, you know, she's like, no, I get it, because I know it could be really awkward, but you know, this is here, so nice. I think that's what happened with the guy, because I'm like, hey, can you show me around? And then we ended up talking because he's like, where are you from? And I said, well, I'm from Bearcat Mountain. And he's like, oh, Pog, you know, I grew up there. And I said, Bearcat Mountain? And he's like, yeah, I lived in this area at Bearcat Mountain. I'm like, no way, my mama Bearcat lives there. She just moved, oh my gosh, da 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 da. He's like, yeah, I grew up there, da 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 da. You know, so it was like a cutesy, like, oh my gosh, we have stuff in common conversation. Not a, sorry, let me not jump the gun. Basically what had happened was, I was like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Well, you know, thank you for the tour. I will see you around, basically, because if he's touring me, then it's like one of my first few times being there, you know? But, hi, King Sheep. Hi, welcome. Konnichi. Huh? Hi gamer. You mean hello gamer. If you sorry, not for anything. Trust me. I had a random phase, not random. I still do definitely want to learn Japanese, but try to keep it English so I can read and I can respond back. If you respond back in Japanese and I don't know how to speak it, I'll feel bad. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, so going back to the guy from the gym, you know, that was like one of my first few encounters at that gym, and that was the only gym in that area because Yeehaw Land is humongous, and unfortunately the gyms were very sparse, so it's kind of like, okay, tell me how when I get home I get a text message. Oh my gosh, you know, I might still have the text message. Oh my gosh, let me see, do I still have it? I don't. No, but I have a weird message around that time of, are you free to come to my house for dinner tomorrow? I'll make steak. I don't know why that's the thing that's stuck in my head. Yeah, let me see if I can find the text message. But Keen Sheep, thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Club. Welcome, welcome. Do you speak Japanese? No, unfortunately I don't. I'm sorry. I want to though. I was gonna tell you, Cubs, I had a very delusional phase of where I thought I was gonna start learning it. A little bit before the Japanese club, because I was like, okay, if the Japanese club is gonna use Genki as a textbook, what if I use Tobira, which is also a recommended textbook, and get a head start, because I can't really study for my boards exams now, or yet at least, you know? So I'll do this, and then I was like, oh, this is so unproductive. I should not do this. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Spud says, do you have any stress reduction tips, please and thank you? Journaling. Journaling, I think it's going to be your #1 thing. But it also depends on the stress that you're having. I do apologize. I'm sorry, gamer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're going through anything, you know. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve any of the stress. Oh, this was last year? I'm like, why can't I find anything? I have text messages from like years ago. Anyway, sorry. I'm still trying to find it. But, redeem the bad word? Heck. I have this. I saw the number. I saw the text message. Okay. He's like, hey, Tipanya, right? And I'm like, hey, and they say lol. Sorry. I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm collective. I shouldn't scream. I am in a shared space house. But yeah, he's like, hey, Tipanya, right? Lol. And I'm like, hey, I don't have this number saved. Who is this? And it's like, oh yeah, I met you at the gym earlier. Lol. Remember? I grew up in Bearcat Mountain. I hope you don't mind. I just saw you were really nice and cool. And I'm like, if this is what I think it is, the way you got my number was really inappropriate. And he's like, you're completely right. My apologies. I'll delete it right now. Sorry, pleading emoji. You know how, so basically TLDR, so because I feel like I spaced that story out way too long. Basically, guy who works at the gym, I asked him to tour me around, ended up finding out that he lived in Bearcat Mountain for some time and grew up there. Thought, wow, what a crazy small world, because what do you mean I'm in Yeehaw Land from the East Coast, from Yeehaw Land, and you're telling me you grew up in a place where my mama Bearcat lives now, and I'm familiar with the area when Bearcat Mountain is so vast and you could be living anywhere? That's actually insane. Haha, what a small world. Well, thank you so much for showing this to me and all that stuff. Wait, what do you mean you grabbed my number from the gym membership system and you started messaging me without asking for my number? Huh? Like, again, would have been a little bit awkward if he asked for my number, because I'm like, and this is me being like, yeah, I don't ask people for their numbers, I just give them my number, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's less awkward. But when you ask for my number, I'm like, So, I would have probably said yes, because again, I think giving numbers for the most part are pretty harmless, but not harmless if you look at that Netflix documentary about the ultimate catfish, which is something I also watched, by the way, Cups. Crazy story about a girl getting cyberbullied. I won't spoil it, but basically she got cyberbullied on her phone for 2 years, and this person was messaging her boyfriend at the time, family members. Oh my gosh, crazy documentary. Actually insane. Please watch it and tell me your thoughts, because I'm curious. Anyway, Atomic says, this is dying from cringe or dying from awkwardness? I want to say awkwardness. I don't think it's like cringe to like shoot your shot, as King Sheep says, but like, you don't grab someone's number from the system. You don't do things non-consensually, basically. I bet he still has it. I bet he does. Technically, I guess I have it from the text messages, but again, I have text messages probably from many years. Oh my goodness. But yeah, getting a number through that, it's like something a little bit stalkerish. Yeah, just a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for a little bit of cutesy stalking. I'm not. But like in a cutesy, like monitoring Miku kind of way, or like I'm gonna shut up. But like that way was not appropriate. Yeah, not appropriate at all. But anyway, oh my gosh. Spud says, I knew someone in college who was a TA and he would grab girls' info from the system to approach them and know things about them. I think that's like my biggest fear. That's horrifying. What was it? There was like a Reddit thread. I think it's like, am I the booty hole? Basically, I need Ryan here. We need to start our podcast again. But what? Sorry. But one of those things is like, I don't know what the word is, but in my brain, I'm like, Minecraft. No. It's really scary to think, wow, you're really hitting it off with this person, because they feel like, oh my gosh, you have so many things in common, and they really know what you like, and you thought these things were like unique, but you found someone else who likes it, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're such a cool person for getting this, and then you're finding out this is all like superficial, manufactured. That's insane. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Ugh. How do you find that? Like, what do they have in that TA system? Like the girl's hobbies? She likes tennis? Oh boy. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, to this guy, Hack Gamer, thank you so much for the holy amount of change weeks times 5. I appreciate it very much. And gamers, I am so sorry. I know I had yapped your ears off. You cubs are gonna kick my butt. I also kind of snoozed a little bit too long, but we're gonna have an ad break coming up, so please use the 3-minute ad break to stand up and stretch, hydrate, eat and drink something super duper yummy. I can't believe I didn't even get to talk about my clinical yet. I love yapping. Yapping is my favorite. Yap 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 yap. But I hope you cubs take the time to take care of yourself. I will BRB, you cubs won't be missing a thing. If anything comes to mind, I will politely respond as soon as I can. And if not, I'll give you cubs a little recap of what's been happening since the last time I saw you, okay? Okay, I will see you cubs in a little bit. Mwah! Okay, bye! Hi, Rico. Okay, I am back. I hope you all had a super duper good 3-minute break. Yeah. Thank you for the welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, Nine Mil. Thank you, Spot. Thank you, Robo. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So I hope your cubs rested well. Let me go ahead and continue the yap session. How did we get on all these topics? What do you mean it's been an hour of yapping? I can't believe, I don't know what the most yap session we had. Maybe it was like 2 or 3 hours. I don't know if we're gonna get there. I don't know. But we will definitely try, okay? Yeah, or maybe we won't. I don't know. I don't really have any plans necessarily, and there's not too much to do here in this immediate area. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what the word is. Pointing my fingers together. Ooh. But thank you, Monte, as well. Thank you. But yeah. I'm like so nervous for no reason whatsoever. Like I haven't been yapping for like the past hour. I'm like, ooh. Okay. So, as you guys know, I did get to move, so I'm going to be in this area, Bearcat Mountain, for the next 12 weeks. Yay! And week 1 is almost over, so I'm actually a little relieved. But I'm not gonna lie, this first week has felt like forever. So, I'll tell you some fun, haha, quirkiness. But just to give you a background, my 12-week clinical is at a hospital. Yay, acute care. It's been interesting so far. I'll give you more wacky stories about it. For this first week, my CI, or my mentor, my clinical instructor, has been really nice. Not too much information yet because I'm just shadowing Smile. But what I've been seeing, it hasn't been like too crazy. I mean, there are crazy individuals, but not enough for me to be like, oh, they're crazy to be crazy. It's like, oh, well, their medical conditions are kind of making them crazy. Like, I don't know if you cubs know about this, but sometimes when you get a UTI or a urinary tract infection, sometimes you can go into like a state of delirium or get a little crazy, and that's what one of my patients has. And she's very quirky. It's very quirky, and it doesn't help that she's also older and having traces of dementia too. So yes. Yes, but I thought I was going to be doing more orthopedic cases, but it turns out that I'm not. I am kind of just dealing with people who are more post-op abdominal and chest surgeries, which is really interesting. It's not like, oh my gosh, this person just got their knee done. I mean, I did see a guy who did get his knee done, but it's not common. It's a lot of just older folks who are like, I'm constipated, and it's like, yep, because you had this in your body, time to do surgery. And now it's my goal to help get them up and moving because they have these really painful gas bubbles that can only go away from moving. But it's, I don't know. What? F? What do you mean F? No! Bring me back. The UTI took down the stream? Gosh darn it. Oh, hi. Hey, how's it going? See, so remember that whole like unsteadiness I was talking about? Let's sigh. Let's sigh. You're lagging out? Where's the like parish? I need this emote, but like in a parish like transition. It was just a quick prank. Yeah, Cubs, you thought I could stream? You're so funny. Hopefully a hiccup for now. Yeah, hopefully. Again, very quirky stuff. Anyway, I will get off the conversation of UTIs, I guess. Maybe stream doesn't like that. maybe whatever system out there is like, Tippa, stop. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, so it's been a little bit different from what I've been expecting so far, but the shifts are good. As some of you guys know, I'm actually working 8 to 4, and my CI is just so quick with her notes. Sometimes I get out as early as 2, so it's a little awkward because like on Monday, I got home maybe around like 3-ish, and then I have to wait 3 hours because I'm like, oh, I really want to do the spin class, but I can't take a shower now because I'm gonna get sweaty later. So I just sit in confusion. But the trip was really good. Getting there, traffic sucks in the morning, but getting back, traffic isn't bad whatsoever. Traffic somehow adds an extra 15 minutes to my commute, so I get a little bit confused, but it's fine. It's okay. Nothing that I haven't handled or seen before in morning rush traffic, but like, gosh darn it. Sitting in your filth between events is so real. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm like, huh? That's okay. It's okay. It's just like, what do I do? What the? Anyway. But, before I moved though, like, so, a little bit before this week, because I knew Sunday was the day I had to move, I had been packing. I miss baby P so much, but I've been basically packing. I packed, you know, a lot of toiletries, my clothes, food that will go bad if I leave it there, stuff like that, and I moved everything into my car. Guess what? As soon as I got into my car and I put some gas, and I had to break a 20 for some reason because apparently, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. So apparently at the hospital I'm at, I need to get a student badge, but the student badge is $10, but they'll give me the $10 back, but I need exactly $10. They don't make change and they don't take credit cards. So I needed to break a 20 at the gas station. I'm like, oh, it kind of works out because I need to fill up my tank because I'm going to be driving for a few hours. Tell me, as soon as I got on the road, I'll hold off on that story really quick. $10, but they could give it back to you? Yeah, as long as I give back the badge, they'll give me back my $10 that I gave in an envelope. You know, sneaky, dirty money, apparently. That badge doesn't do anything. This badge does not let me access the hospital. It is just a badge that says student. And I'm like, I paid for this because what? And the security, because I was like, hey, is this supposed to get me anywhere? And they're like, yeah, it was supposed to get you back in the, you know, in the past we had it, but then students wouldn't return their ID and it's a big security risk and blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. So I just have a oversized badge on me that just says student, not my name or anything. So I feel so bad because our like little office is not just filled with physical therapists, but it's filled with occupational therapists and speech therapists and anyone else kind of in between. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm Tipanya, and it's like, whoa, nice to meet you. Oh, you're so and so student. And that's how they're forever going to refer to me as, because unfortunately I don't have my name anywhere else. So I'm like, yeah, that's the student. But guess what? There's one other student who's actually my classmate. Oh my gosh, cuz if I didn't get to tell you, I get to work with one of my classmates who I'm pretty close with. Like we've shared housings or rooming together, and my immediate friend group pretty much consists of 4 other people. One person kind of went MIA, I'm not gonna lie to you, but three of them I keep in constant communication with, and one of them happens to be the same classmate that I'm working with right now at the hospital, so I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. But Eterna, hi gamer, thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Club. Welcome. Whoa, student 1 and student 2. Whoa, we're like the Dr. Seuss people. The things, you know. But it's been funny because we had like a meeting on Tuesday, and my classmate's so funny because the professor's asking, okay guys, how was like your second day of clinicals? And no one wants to answer because it's 8 p.m. Okay. It's 8 p.m. Everyone's tired from their like shift, and we're here out of obligation. And she's like, nobody wants to speak? And he's like, oh, okay, don't worry, professor, don't worry, doctor, I'll speak. Well, my clinical is so cool because I get to work with my bestest buddy, Tipanya. And it's just so cool that she's like my coworker. I'm here with like my girl dinner with leftover chicken, and I'm like, thank you, classmate. So funny to be like, yeah, I like this coworker. That's my coworker. But hi, Bad. Hi, welcome on in. Welcome. Oh my goodness. But what was I gonna say? So that's kind of cute and quirky. The experience is already worth it because of that. Don't get me wrong, I'm used to doing my other 2 clinicals alone. It's not very common, and I think it's really rare to be working with like another classmate, especially if someone from your cohort. But it all kind of worked out, and I'm glad. Like, we had this conversation first day. We're like, I'm glad it's you, not anyone else, because if it was anyone else, like insert name here or here or here, it would have been so bad. I'm so awkward with the rest of my cohort. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, we're all buddies, and I could talk to them. We're friends. But if it was anyone else, I would have been like, hey, classmate. Anyway. So going back to how I needed $10, I went to the gas station, I put gas. Tell me how as soon as I got on the highway, I hear this sound coming from my car, and I'm like, oh, no way. No hacking way. So I pull over the side of the road, and of course I live in Bearcat Mountain, or I just live in America in general. And so what you're supposed to do if someone's on the side of the road, you get out that right lane basically, and you go to the next lane so you get in the space. No one's giving me space, and they're going 70-80 miles per hour. I'm like, whatever. I thought my tires had popped. I hear this sound, and I'm like, did my tires go out? Did I run over something? That's such a god-awful noise. I've never heard anything like that before. But like, I look at my tires and I'm like, they're good. They're fine. What is that noise? So I continue to drive, and I'm looking at mechanics. And by the way, it's Sunday afternoon, and a lot of mechanics are not open on Sunday, mind you. Smile. So, But I drive again, and I put the directions to like a mechanic that is open basically. And I'm like, okay, if that sound happens again, I'm just going to go off this next exit, and I'm going to go to this, because I cannot be driving several hours with this noise. And then it turns out, so the cars have like this like shield or like little protection underneath, and my thing had come off, and that thing is the thing that's scraping across the ground. So I guess when you're also trying to match the speed of 70 to 80 miles per hour, which I'm sorry, let me convert that. I'm sorry, 80 miles per hour. No, I'm a safe driver. 70 miles per hour to oh my goodness, kilometer per hour. When you're trying to go the honest speed limit of 112 kilometer per hour, or 70 miles per hour, yeah, I'm a safe driver. I am. You could trust me. I can be a good taxi driver, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, I guess when you're going that fast and your thing is kind of loose, yeah, it is gonna make that god-awful sound. So I ended up stopping by this exit, and it just made me so sad. But you know, I'd rather it be at the beginning of the trip during the middle or the end, because I'm still in an area that I'm familiar with. And they're like, yeah, your whole little undershield came out, you know? And it basically wasn't attached, and it was like the cheapest I've ever gone to a mechanic for. But they're like, yeah, to fix this, it's gonna be $10 whole. And I'm like, $10. But I'm sure all they did was they said that they just replaced the caps and they made it more secure, and if it gives me any more issues that they could just remove it next time. But for now, I might have ran over something basically. And I'm like, yeah, you know, a few months ago I did run over a big tree branch, and my car is pretty low to the ground, not because of quirky car types. That's just my car is kind of low to the ground naturally. So I'm like, oh, you know, that might have messed it up. Wow, thank you so much for only charging me $10. I'm gonna go back on the road now because I have frozen food that's melting in my car. That's my badge deposit. I was telling, oh my gosh, who was I telling? I think I was telling Ryan this, and Ryan was like, oh my gosh, you didn't even have to stop by the gas station. My badge deposit's gone. So since I feel like you have to amend your statement about how fast you're going with I'm a safe driver, that's a little scary. But what if 70 miles per hour is the speed limit? I am safe. But anyway, we got that fixed and we're back on the road basically. And yeah, I drove the several hours to get over here. I unpacked. Not everything was unpacked until today. Smile. I was being a little lazy with it. Sorry, even if it's a small room, being a little lazy. But most of the stuff was unpacked yesterday or today. But most of it was unpacked that Sunday. Smile. And it kind it just hit me that I'm gonna be here alone for 12 weeks, and it made me really sad. I miss Peace. I couldn't bring her over because the person who I'm housing with doesn't like cats. They're like, if you had a dog, it would have been okay, and you would have paid like a pet, pet rent, whatever that means, you know. Actually, no, I think they were kinder than that. I've seen pet rent going around, and I'm like, my cat doesn't work. But like a deposit of some type, you know, in case, you know, your animal does mess up this place. But I was like, oh, I'm so sad. But it's okay because day one rolled around and it was fine. I got to the hospital, I got to meet my CI, and it was very funny because I don't think she knows that we're around the same age. But she went to like hug me, like, you know, when you're meeting someone for the first time, I'm like out here like with my hand out for a handshake and she goes to hug me. I'm like, oh. what a good first impression. This is great. This is gonna be great. But the first day was so funny. So not only did I get to see my classmate again and get introduced to everyone, just the patients I had Monday were just so funny. I'll share the story in just a moment, but make sure to ask for plenty of fresh baby Peace pics. I will. I'm supposed to ask for like a video time, or a video call of baby Peace. Cause I miss her so much. You should have dressed Peace as a dog. I should have just brought baby Peace with me. No, I'm just kidding. The lady I'm staying with is actually really nice, and she's gone out of her way to like help me out a ton. And she's very communicative, but that's also because she has like a background of a Airbnb host. So it's like a mix of like some vague familiarity because I know someone that she knows, basically. So it's like, oh, you're not a complete stranger, you know, you're like a friend of the family friend, family, yeah, whatever. And yeah, mixing of Airbnb hosts, basically. Smile. So she's been really nice with that. She's checked up on me. I actually started the stream a little bit late because she doesn't know I may have moved the furniture around in this little place that I'm staying at, which she has this like cute little laminated paper, and one of the rules, and it's kind of towards the middle, so I didn't read, that says, hey, don't move the furniture unless approved. But I only moved the dining room table to make room for my little foldable fold-out table for my PC. So easy. But the dining room table is very small, like it's like my arm length, basically. And the chairs that come with it are even smaller, and they are the world's most uncomfortable seats. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to stream and sit here and live my best life like this. I cannot do it. So on Sunday, I brought like these, like, you know, like the little cushions you could get for the back and the butt. They were too big for the chair. So I'm here hanging on for dear life on this like tiny chair, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And I'm like, oh, I really want to what do you call it? I really want to stream. I really want to sit down. So I ended up stealing quotation marks. I asked afterwards, but I'm like, hey, can I just borrow like a patio chair and I'll put my cushions here and whatnot? And then she messaged me and she's like, wait, I have an office chair you can have. And so that's why I started streaming a little bit later, because we ended up having this whole conversation, and she gave me this little office chair, and now I can spin around. You can kind of see it. Kind of. Where was this yesterday with the full body tracking with Big Cam? I could have spun around. But yeah, Spud says, did you say Baby Peace was an Airbnb host? No, like a friend of the family, distant, is an Airbnb host. So that's why her mannerisms are so good. Or like, I feel like even better, you know? Like, is my guest happy? And it's like, yeah, I'm good, don't worry. Robo says, oh no, the feng shui is all wrong. The demons! You know, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. With the exception of the chair that hurt my butt, everything else is really nice and like organized and has its own little thing. In addition to that rule of like don't move anything, there's actually like a little recliner that she has here, which is crazy for how small this place is. But I swore I was never gonna move the recliner, which could have definitely been my office seat or my seat for the PC, because she's like, don't move this. She told me specifically, do not move this. You are gonna what do you call it? You're gonna, it's not that you're gonna mess it up, but if you move it, you see how if you recline fully back, it doesn't hit the wall? That's why I need to stay specifically in this spot. And I said, okay. So, well, yeah, anyway. The office chair's been actually pretty comfortable, so I can't complain. And I'm really happy I got it, and I ended up talking to her about it, because I was like, yeah, I didn't tell her about the stream. I don't think she's even seen the PC yet, Cubs, because I haven't let her in. Because I don't want her to know that I moved the dining room table. But in more reality, I'm like, oh, I don't know about you, Cubs, but I don't really like shoes in the house. So, and she's like a walk in with my shoes kind of person. And I'm like, no, I just like wipe the floors, please, please. Oh, do not come here with your shoes. So, you know, it's better if she doesn't come in. Anyway, but you know, I told her I needed an office chair because I want to study, and if I study in the sofa, you know, I don't have like the table to study at, and if I lay in the sofa too much, I get kind of sleepy. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just do this, okay? And she's like, oh, I got you. So it's been really a really nice hour and a half with this chair so far. But hi, Yellow Mustard. Hi, Yellow. Oh my gosh, Yellow from the Yellow Mustard. Hi, gamer. Here's a daily dad joke. Oh, brother, daily, if you don't come back here, the next time I stream, I will cry. But Yellow says, here's a daily dad joke. What does the DJ call his son? Rick. Did you like my DJ impression? That is a good joke. Thank you, gamer. Monte says no gaming chair, but chair gaming. Yes, chair gaming. And again, it is for studying, for when I do decide to study. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Cubs. 2 days ago, I was like, what if I study Japanese early? And I sat on that sofa or recliner, and I was like, but I hate it. I physically cringe at shoes in the house, especially for me right now, because I work at the hospital. Oh my gosh, so there's like this I end up getting like this really like cheap shoe rack, basically, where it's just like 2 blocks and 2 PVC bars, basically, where I can like squeeze the shoes in between. Because I swear, if my hospital shoes touch the same floor I'm walking barefoot on, I will cry. I will sob. The germaphobe in me will explode. I cannot do it. How very European of you. That's not what my mama Bearcat's boyfriend at the time told me once. Oh my goodness. Sounds comfy. So comfy. But yeah, it's a cute little intimate space, but again, I'm like, no shoes, please. I don't want to clean this place more than I have to. Please, please, please. Anyway, what was all this to say? Nice place. Da, 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 da. Oh, I moved in. Oh, Monday. Yeah, speaking of the shoes in hospital. So, reason 1, hospital floors, not that they're not doing their best to keep it clean, but it can get pretty dirty, okay? Okay. Tell me how. This wasn't my, I'll tell you in order of my first patient. So basically, again, greeted to CI, greeted to see the team. And how my day basically goes is that we're scheduled about like 9 patients a day, which we actually all get to see about before noon. And then noon, we take our lunch. And it's very flexible. There's no set time. It's actually kind of insane. She's like, yeah, we're salary. So yeah, we're not contracted, but like, and the salary in their contracts, it's 8 to 4. But they could kind of come in and leave whenever. It's just they have to be there like within the hour. Like, you know, one of the CIs comes in around like 8:30, you know? And my CI might come in between the hours of, you know, 8:10, 8:15, and I might have been there at 7:50 one time. You know, very flexible. And there's no dedicated lunchtime. It's just kind of when you're done with the patients. So we like to see all the patients, take lunch, and then we do notes. So it's been a really good system so far. So the first day, I had this older guy who looked a little deranged, but again, judgment-free zone. Guy just came out of surgery, right, relatively weak, complained a lot about dizziness. And the thing about the body is that your body will pretty much get adjusted to the position that it's used to, okay? So what does that mean? Well, it means basically that if you lay down for a long time, your body would be like, yep, this is my new normal. This is my new center of gravity, yeah? And so this guy has been laying down like all weekend. This guy had refused to do therapy. I guess he only got up to like pee or poop or whatever. Sure. So we go sit him up, right? And he's like, I don't want to sit up. I feel dizzy. And it's like, it's okay. We explained the whole like little snippet that I just explained to you, Cubs, about, you know, the new normal, and that we just need to get your body regulated to what is actually upright. And so after a little bit of struggle, we get him sitting at the edge of the hospital bed, and we're like, are you comfortable? Are you okay, sir? And he's like, no! And we're like, what? And he's like, I'm sitting on my scrotum! This guy is in a hospital gown, his back is bare, and he's like, yeah, I'm sitting on my balls. And I'm like, and he takes his hand and he just, I see it all. I'm no longer, this is not Guy online anymore. I see this on a daily basis for some reason, but I see the guy adjust his with his bare hands and just grabs them and adjusts them. And you know, we're all wearing gloves, but we're all like horrified. Like, what else are you gonna do? Listen, I've heard worse so far. I don't know. The guy was sitting on them. Sure, whatever. And we get him standing for a little bit, and that was our therapy because he wasn't able to walk. He didn't want to walk. He felt too nauseous, and getting him to stand 10 seconds was the most we could do. But that was like my first patient. Torsion averted. You know, it's actually crazy because I was overhearing a conversation with another nurse, and I think she was talking about her son, her son had testicular torsion, and I'm like, oh my god, that's real. I mean, I know it's real because that can replicate the hip pain or refer to the hip and have that pain, but like they were just telling the story, and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, he needs to go to the hospital because he was having this I'm so sorry for being so vulgar. Testicular torsion, and they did an ultrasound to his testicle, and they basically found out that there wasn't any blood going into the thing, and so he might have potentially lost like a ball. So they need to bring, you know, obviously they're already at the hospital. They're like, we need to do something now. We have 6 hours before his ball gets taken out. So I'm like, oh, that's so But Monte is like, he was honest. He took matters to his own hands. Now let me tell you about a patient that I overheard that wasn't my patient. I love that the singular ball, not both. Yeah, it was just one ball. So I was like, oh okay, I don't know. Anyway. But the second thing was I heard from another therapist. God help me, please, you have to bear with me on this story. I don't even know how to recall it because it's not my story. But basically they're like, I have this patient and he's a menace. And it's like, well, what happened? And it's like, well, he could do toileting independent, so he can go pee and poop, but he uses his hand to wipe his poop. And it's like, oh, okay, sure, you know, people use their hands to wipe, yeah, okay. No, he uses his physical hand to wipe, and he did this in front of the therapist, and he's like, oh, this is gonna be a bad one, I could tell. And it's like, sir, did you want like any tissue with that or anything? He's like, no, I always do it by hand. And it's like, oh my god, this guy's a hecky menace. We need to get him out of here. But I've just never heard that before. Sir, I need you to stop being all natural. please and thank you. You know how much contamination, you know how, oh my, I could vomit at the thought of it. Luna says at least it's on the outside. I have no idea what you do with ovary torsion. Hope and pray. Like, I have no idea either. Let me guess, hospitalized for E. coli? He might have. So like, it's actually kind of quirky of like there's different floors dedicated to different departments, which, yeah, I know, in hindsight, it's like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, you know? Scrub those nails for hours? Yes, actually. I think they needed the occupational therapist who deals more with like activities of daily living. They had to get him to wash hands because apparently he also had long nails. And you know, things just get kind of caught underneath your nails. Like, we had one patient who liked to scratch at herself. I don't know if that was like a fun quirk or she just scratched at herself, but she had a lot of dead skin and it made her nails black. And it was like, oh my gosh, you know? How do you eat a sandwich after that? I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you. What is going on that guy's brain or in that guy's brain? I will never know. Like, who taught you? Like, this man was some sort of skinwalker. He's like, yeah, I have a vague idea of how the human body works. Let me just like test it out, you know? But yeah, that was like day one. And then I think my last one was there was a guy who refused to go to the bathroom. Because so with the therapy kind of stuff, we actually co-treat with occupational therapists, which again, I just said do a lot of like activities of daily living. So they help with dressing, cleaning, like washing the face, brushing the teeth, or like toileting. So if they have to go to the bathroom, they'll help them out with that. So once we get them up, we kind of hand them over to the OT and we're like, yeah. Well, and when I mean hand over, I mean we walk into the bathroom and be like, okay, OT, here you go, smile. So normally when we get them up from out of bed because the patient is weak or struggling, it's like, well, do you want to use the bathroom? And this guy's like, no, I don't want to go. But he seemed strong enough to get out of the bed. I mean, he needed some help. We got him out. Tell me how he just started peeing. And we're like making it around the hallway. And I'm walking behind the guy and the CI is like, do you see that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking, and we're seeing like droplets coming out from him, and it's like, is that coming from him? And I'm like, yeah, it is. And so I feel so bad because they had just cleaned the hospital floors with this giant booty machine, and now I have some guy leaking because he's like, yeah, I don't have to go to the bathroom. So yeah, I stepped on pee. So that's why if my shoes touch anywhere in this house, I will cry. I will cry. Linda says, I hate having the odd stuff stuck in my nails. So much skin sounds so gross. Yeah, it's so gross. That's not my neighbor, but physical therapy. That sounds like a cool game. Okay, I made the game concept. I give you the credit. I give you partial of the royalties. But yeah, that was Monday. Monday also I got that super duper fun spin class, and we already kind of talked about that a little bit. Tuesday. So Tuesday, again, we're in like a small kind of intimate office. There's like 8 computers, 4 on one side, 4 on the other, and we're like back facing each other. But the people at the therapy office really like to talk to each other, which is not a bad thing. It's like a fun, lively, loving, like little group that they have, and they're very social. The speech therapist was so funny because she's like, guys, I have the tea. Like, they love talking and stuff, but they don't talk poop, you know what I mean? They're just like, did you hear about this? Oh my god, but did you hear about this? Oh, did you hear about the guy here? Like, it's so like gossipy, but not in a negative bad way, just like a, you would never believe this and I have to share it to you, okay? So the speech therapist was like, oh my gosh, did you hear about the doctor who gave the nurse chlamydia? And it's like, what? Huh? And it's like, yeah, I did hear about that. I heard it from my sources because I knew this was at the other hospital, so I asked my other friend who transferred over there if this was like true, and then that whole conversation kind of goes the same way you're going, or you're thinking of. My CI is like, never date a doctor. There's so much drama around them. I'm like, oh really? But it's like, what do you mean you gave a nurse chlamydia? And the speech therapist was like, you know what? I knew that was gonna happen. It's like, what do you mean you knew that was gonna happen? It's like, yeah, I always knew that guy was a red flag because he worked out with his priest. Like, lol, who does that? And it's like, what? works out with his priest. Is he atoning for something we don't know? Like very early on, it's like if I hang out with this guy, it's my free ticket. Oh my goodness. Hi, Cloudy. Oh my gosh, Cloudy, hi. Wait, you missed my fun story. They'll give you the TLDR. You would get a kick out of them. But Cloudy says the amount of nurses trying to steal a male doctor is insane. I have only run, I think I maybe ran into one female doctor. I ran into a few other doctors, and the idea of like, and again, this is just my floor. There could be many other doctors on different floors, but I'm like, the idea of like, is it one of you? He kicks ours for the Lord. Oh, thank goodness. But it's just so funny. It's like, oh, that was your red flag? That he works out with his priest? That's such a whatever. Anyway, Cloudy, TLDR. I stepped on pee. Nothing new. Heard about a guy who wipes himself with his hand. Like, uses his hand to wipe the poop. No cloth, no anything. And a guy, while we were trying to sit him up, readjusted his scrotum in front of me, which was crazy. But Daisy answered no, he didn't want to go pee before we walked him around. So we were all very confused. I was even more confused because my CA is like, can you clean that up? And this is day one, and I'm like, do I get toilet paper? I feel like urine. I don't think I could just wipe away urine, you know? So I'm just like, well, anyway. But yeah, so that was all like the first 2 days. It was just crazy. Cloudy says GI when the doctor has an order for Oxywalk. My whole floor is like GI basically, so it's actually kind of quirky. I've never really made that association. Look it up. You're insane. I'm so sorry. I'm too germophobic for it. I think I was gonna die. So okay, Cubs, you're gonna kick. Well, you don't have to kick my butt. This is my truthful truth. So I've never got COVID. I haven't been sick with COVID symptoms. That's not me being a denier. That's just me who stood in my house basically for the past 5 years. And I've always messed up basically. But now working at a hospital, I'm like, wow, there's even more reason. But like when I'm around or not dealing with patients, I don't wear it. But when I'm dealing with patients, I wear it. But the first day I'm like, let's see how it goes. I had like a guy cough in my general direction. I said, nope. I said, no, we're not dealing with this. I'm so sorry. Hold on. But I felt like I was gonna die and perish. So the idea that you're like, yeah, just look up the urine. I'm like, no. I will not perish like this. I'm so sorry. But obviously in like very small, closed, contained rooms. Just want to put that out there. It's like, yeah, I'm definitely doing this. But hi, Shipai. Welcome back, gamer. Thank you for politely looking. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, it's crazy. There's always a story. So yesterday, I learned about some guy who was the nursing lead or something like that, and he was working there for about 3 months, and they're like, yeah, did you hear about this guy? And everyone's like, no, what happened? It's like, well, he was asking the nurses for money. Like, he just kept asking them for cash only, like for food for lunch. And it's like, what? And it's like, yeah, we're all working the same job and he's a lead. What do you mean he's asking for like cash money for the cafeteria? You're spending at most maybe like $8 and you're asking nurse. Oh, okay, weird story, pop off. But they're like, yeah, we saw him walking out with his stuff in a box. And it's like, oh my gosh, do you think he got fired? And it's like, well, yeah, because why else would he be doing that? And da 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 da. So it turns out he didn't get fired for asking about money. He got fired because he was an alcoholic. And it's like, wow. I'm so sorry. I mean, obviously alcoholism is a bad problem. Wouldn't want to have it. Da 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 da. I've run into another alcoholic at work when I used to work my barista job at Bucks of Stars at a hotel. And it wasn't like a formal Bucks of Stars, okay? It was just know that the hotel food and beverage guy was like my main manager, and every time he talked to me you could just smell the alcohol in his breath. But he's like, oh, don't worry, you know, don't worry. And I'm like, brother, what enjoyment? Like how, like why, what is the purpose? I'm like just curious, like what is the kick of like not being sober at work? Is it so you can dissociate a little bit more? Like what's happening? But this guy ended up getting like a pretty decent gig where he's like, yeah, I'm only gonna be here temporarily. And he ended up going to Maine because apparently, here's a little side gig for you cubs, whether it applies to you or not, I guess, very questionable. But he went up to Maine, which is the most North American state. Smile. Thank you, geography, I hope. And basically, there's like a little summer hotel thing that opens up, like very seasonal, and he ended up getting a good gig there. And he's like, yeah, they feed me and they house me and I'm here for a couple of months. And I'm like, wow, oh, okay, all right, okay. But yeah, it's just really quirky to be like, what is going on? And I know it's just so many different ways to get fired in this day and age. For real. The doctor who gave the nurse chlamydia didn't get fired. I want you to know that.
I've been waiting for this.
Hi gamer, and thank you so very much for the raid. Welcome raiders, welcome. I'm just retelling some of my yapping stories because I'm almost done with my first week of clinicals and there's so many silly stories to share. But hi gamer, hi raiders, welcome. My name is Tipanya, nice to meet ya. I'm a Bearcat VTuber. I do the gal, I do the nyanya, and it's very nice to meet ya. Not only am I finishing my first clinicals and stuff, I actually moved to my new place temporarily, and this is secretly a test stream. It only went down just a little bit for a brief second. It was like a haha jokesy thing, but pretty happy to report that we're all stable from here. But we're gonna be yapping for a little bit more, but if you have to raid and run, absolutely no hacking worries. Make sure to stand up and stretch, hydrate, eat and drink something super duper yummy. And brother, I hope you had such a good art stream. Were you arting, or were you doing like nail art? Oh my goodness. I will politely check out the VOD. Wow. Wow. Well, welcome. The raid and run message also goes for anyone else who is, coming in from the raid, so absolutely no worries. Oh, you're drawing birthday girl. I have to draw birthday girl because I was gonna put art in her card and I only have one day. It's coming out so cute. Oh my goodness, I wish you all the best and getting that finished. Big kisses your way. Well, welcome. Oh my goodness, bye. Hi Hachiko. Hi Big C. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to hear the stories. they're quirky. They're a little quirky. And this is alright. I also have to draw birthday girl. We all gotta draw birthday girl, but you have to draw the birthday girls. Well, wow, Big Camp yesterday, Lulu tomorrow, Julian tomorrow. Sorry, Julian, you're a birthday girl now. We gotta draw them all. Oh my goodness. But you got this. You too. Here, let me go ahead and catch up. But what were we talking about? Again, it's only been a few days, but again, the guy who wiped his hand, the guy who sat on his scrotum and yelled. Oh, I didn't tell you about my delirium lady too much, but there's not much to say. That poor lady just has a UTI and yells a lot and likes to hold my hand and tell me if I'm a believer while yelling. Oh my goodness. Monty says, bro, switch the coffee. We literally make it here. Yeah, no, honestly. Imagine. Oh, and I was talking about my alcoholic coworker because there's another alcoholic employee at my clinic or my hospital that just got fired yesterday. And it's like, I don't understand the alcoholic mindset in general and at work, you know? I kind of really admire financial stability. That's fine. It's okay. Claudia said, bro, I had a rapid response and the ICU nurse and the respiratory therapist definitely had alcohol in their breath. Both of them? And I raised an eyebrow at them but didn't say anything. It's just like, yeah, as long as you could do your job, but you're definitely like under the influence and not functioning. Monty said, what about Alaska? Oh, I don't know about any good deals in Alaska, but I'd like to go once. I think like my main bucket list goal is to visit every state in the United States once. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome Raiders. Yeah, thank you by the way, cuz, for defending the fort. I appreciate it. And hi to it. Hi, welcome. The Monte stream only did the just kidding. Only just kidding. You think you're gonna stream? You are! You're streaming! You're so live right now! Those frames I dropped earlier? Just kidding! But no, it makes me really happy because, not only, again, do I get to catch up and do a test stream, you know, I'm still putting my hopes up high because, you know, Cubs, I would like to continue with some of the things that I was doing even before the move. You know, gaming and the Hollow Knighting and maybe getting cute girls on my stream. Yes, yes, yes! And now that I know it's relatively stable, maybe I can get one cute girl on stream next week. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like it's always such like wacky short notice. I will have to play around with the idea a little bit more, but I am excited. Hee haha ho ho. Anyway. Huh? Cloudy says UTI and geriatric patients? Yeah, my UTI lady is pretty old. Blech. Cloudy says the only duo better than Tippa and Ryan? In comparison, who's the other duo? Are you comparing me to your ICU nurse and respiratory therapist? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Amante said, oh, I only meant that last is probably the most northern state. Oh, I'm sorry. And the continental USA, Maine. Which, I guess it's been a while. I wonder if he's doing that, like... I don't know. Look, Cubs, sometimes I want to be really delusional. You want to hear my delusions again? Are you ready to hear my delusions? Oh. But really quick. Dip said lurking and watching the Jackie Chan City Hunter movie? Huh? Have a good one, gamer. I hope you enjoy. Jackie Chan is such a cool person, so I hope the movie's good too. And Cloudy said, no, UT and geriatric is a better duo. Oh, sorry. No, they're not a better duo. That lady is a little too quirked up. She keeps asking me if I'm a believer. She yells. She's really overreacted to pain. She goes through, she has a lot of mood swings. She's so sweet. She's very sweet overall, but the mood swings that she's having is like very like sad, you know? Are you a believer though? JB, our Lord and Savior? Oh my goodness. I have not seen believer like that in such a long time. Perishes on the spot. Anyway. So, my delusion Cubs. So, my ex, sorry, maybe, let me never say that again. My previous manager at the Bucks of Stars, you know, as delusional and as, well, alcoholic as he was, maybe he's right about these weird quirky like one-time situations, because like when else are you gonna choose to live in like a place like Maine, which I'm sure it's very pretty and beautiful, but like again, even if my goal is to visit like all the states once, there's some states don't really necessarily have a purpose other than to say I was there, and Maine is not necessarily one of them. But on the top of my head, I can't really think of anything that I would want to do there other than just, you know, maybe see the leaves in the fall, because I hear autumn over there is very pretty, but otherwise I'm like, huh? What's a good landmark? But I'm offering my delusions, or I'm saying that I want to be delusional because between you and me, Cubs, you know, I could get a little quirky with it, and one of the opportunities I heard about was basically teaching English in Japan. And it's like, okay, Tippa, that's not a novel idea, the JET program, blah 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 blah. No, so apparently there's this other program, GPI? If I find it, I'll let you know, basically, smile. But they're like, yeah, we're just trying to find volunteers to teach Japan, or teach in Japan for a month. You're going to go to 3 different regions and stay in homestay families, and we're looking for basically anyone who has like some type of formal education, whether it is like, you know, pre-graduate or postgraduate degrees. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of weird that they're only targeting, wow, this whole concept and idea is actually too good to be true, but the TikTok is telling me, you know, that it's legit. But there was this girl who talked about her experience basically where she didn't really want to become a full-on English teacher, but she was happy to volunteer and like offer her time to people, and that was basically what she did. So she was kind of like an indirect tutor or just like an extra body to be like, hey, you could speak to me in English and practice if you'd like. And I'm like, wow, how fun would that be? And they do it like for 1 month in the summer, and yeah, they might send you to nowhere. But you know what? It's kind of like one of those like a bucket list things where you could be like, well, at least I said I did it once, you know? But Robo says Maine's main purpose is to be the setting for every single stepping game. Is that really all the settings? Even it? Is that also on Maine? Huh? What the heck? Oh well. Anyway, gamers. Okay. So I may have dies. I may have been yapping for another hour, and it's already like 7 p.m. in 2 hours here, and we're gonna hit another ad break. This is what I think I want to do, okay? 1, it's not dark outside, but I'll make it night! Oh, sorry for the flash, hello? Night! Yay! Whoa, so cool! Nighttime, because it's 7 p.m. even though the sun... Well, whatever. Anyway. I don't know if there's much more I have to yap about, but... Oh, I do! I have to tell you about the graduation! I have to tell you that! And then I was thinking, I don't know how dedicated I am to this. Maybe I'll finish up with the graduation talk, and then maybe we'll wrap up stream, and then hopefully I get to stream sometime again this weekend. But I was also thinking, maybe I could do art? I also need to draw Lulu and Big Ham, but I kind of wanted to use my tablet, but let's be honest, cuz I can use my mouse. I cannot be lazy and do that, you know? Samana, hi gamer! You actually caught the stream. Hi gamer! Yes, you did! Hi! I hope you've been having a good Friday's Eve. Welcome. Oh my goodness. But maybe that's the move? Smiley face emoji? I don't know what Ryan uses. What? Let me see. Hi Ryan. What do you use to stream your tablet? And maybe if I hear a response, then maybe we can do an art stream, because I forget what she uses, but I do want to draw Lulu a thing, because I have, well, okay, hear me out. So this was a really cute thing, but a Lulu server, basically it's her birthday tomorrow, and one of the mods had organized like a channel that even though Lulu does have access to because she is the server owner, she Pinky Bear promised that she was not gonna look, and that her community or the Blooms can like do like a little birthday card. Cute. But the issue is just the birthday card that they picked initially actually kind of had a limit to it. So I was really hesitant about writing anything, because I'm like, is this going to be a permanent solution? Is there a way to expand this? Do you realize a lot of like these birthday apps or even the kudo boards are now like paid? Which, first of all, insane. What? Anyway, so... they were going through options of like what's free, like Rip recently had like a birthday card option which was actually pretty spacious, and I'm like, yeah, this is free. But they ended up choosing, I don't recall the birthday card website, but basically they were able to expand it. So I draw a cute little picture, I write my cute little message, and then we are good for the day, hopefully. But that's only if Ryan gets back to me about the iPad thing. Because I do want to draw, and if not, if it's not the iPad, then I guess I will do MS Paint, and we can chit chat from there, okay? And we'll do a little bit of art, and then it's a little 2-for-1, because regardless, I was gonna draw anyway, and I always appreciate the Cubs' company because it's better than doing it alone. So that's the plan, okay? Huh? Rico Cards was the website? Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I thought it was really cute because they had like a little custom card for her at the front. So I'm like, okay, it's worth it. But I gotta draw a picture, so... Anyway, cuz, so 3-minute ad break is gonna pop up any moment now. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, and you should too. You're not gonna miss a thing, so feel free to stand up and stretch, hydrate, and eat and drink something super duper duper yummy. Seb, hi! Hi, 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 hi! Hi gamer, hi gamer, hi gamer, hi gamer, hi gamer, hi gamer, hi gamer. Let me give you a shout out. I have to skedaddle in just a moment because you know, ads and whatnot, but I hope you're well. Hi gamer. You were doing art? Yeah, I saw you making your little mascot. That was your last stream, right? Unless I'm going insane. Okay. Anyway, no more insane from me. Let me go ahead and BRB. I have to set up a potential art stream. Maybe. And then I have to get a playlist? Gosh darn it. Anyway, I'll be back. Bye. 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 Bye bye. Here's me typing the raffle. Oh, if I could type it right. Gao! Hi, Recap. Thank you so much for your patience. Oh my goodness. Hi, Danny Cup that came on in during the BRB break too. Like, Kitty Me Noah. Gamer, thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Club. Welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for the welcome back. Thank you, Bravo. Thank you, Monte. Thank you, Atomic. Thank you, Samana. Thank you, and Bibble C. Thank you. Thank you! Alright, I got some stuff set up for the art stream. I was hoping that Ryan would answer me in 7 minutes, but she hasn't, so I guess I'm gonna do art stream in a little bit. And do these doodles really quick before I completely forget. Tsukini, hi, welcome, and hi, Yoshi, hi! I hope the stream has been going well, Galmer. It has. It only dropped once. So it made me a little bit nervous, but it was just kidding. It was doing the just kidding star. Well, welcome in, both of you. Welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and grab something that I need really quick, and then I will go ahead and ramble, and then we'll do the art stream. I pinky bear promise you. Okay. I also just need to grab. I didn't grab a reference of Lulu because I still have to draw her. Ooh. That should be okay. I hope. Nope, I found one even better. Alright, so if you gamers are just coming on in, welcome. I was just rambling about my first week of clinicals, and now I have to tell you cubs the drama. So my graduation date ends up being on a weekend that I was planning to check out a con, and the commute time doesn't necessarily overlap, but I might have to change the what do you call it, my travel plans because of how this is all gonna go down. So tell me how my schedule came out for the semester, and it's like, hey, yeah, Tippa, your cohort actually graduates on Christmas Day, and I'm like, what? Oh, that can't be right. And so I learned on Monday, they're like, yeah, it's actually gonna be on the 19th, and I said, oh, okay, cool. And we're talking about December, by the way. So I said, oh, okay, cool. Poggy Woggies. There's drama to that, so let me get to that really quick. No says I'll be sad forever. Don't be sad forever. You also have to journal out. Spots, are you journaling? Are you journaling your stress away? But it's not really like you actually have to walk to graduate though. No. So the graduation process should be relatively small and short. We're like, no, journal. That doesn't make sense that they have a ceremony that day. Yeah, but that's what the schedule said initially. But customer wants to code now? Okay, look, brother, no. We have so many talented cubs here. I'm sure if you just copy and paste your code here, we can help you out. I can help you out by being emotional support and ensuring that you can do it. Wow, you can do it. Or I can also be emotional support, being like, customers want the code now? Did they pay extra to make it urgent? If they didn't, it doesn't matter. That's a tomorrow thing because your workday is almost over. Yay! Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, gamer. They paid millions of dollars? Oh. What a little temporary stress. They do be Hollywood contracts. Oh, well, you do your best. Ganbatte, Splutchan. Yay! Weep talk. Wow, thank you. You're welcome. I'm so sorry. But look, the sooner you get that done, the sooner you can relax and you can enjoy your rest of your day. And then knowing that you did this, you're gonna make an easier Friday for yourself. And then you can leave work knowing like, I get to be, wait. Let me open up my my infinite information of everything. Sorry, one moment before I say the statement. And then knowing, actually, but you're already home. Well, knowing that you could be at the comfort of your home without any additional stress. Yeah. And then life was gonna be so good. It's fine. You got this, gamer. You gotta get it out of the way so you can have a stress-free weekend. And a stress-free, well, whenever Monday rolls around. Young Lord, hi. Welcome, gamer. Welcome. Hello there. How's everyone going? It's going good. Hi. Welcome on in. Welcome. I was supposed to drop graduation drama. Da-dang. A school graduation. Underline. No asterisks. And thank you so much for the posture check. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades back. And thank you for the hydrate. Da-dang. But Nugget, hi gamer! Hi Tipanya, I love you. I hope you're winning. I love you too, Nugget. Hi gamer, I hope you've been super duper well. Welcome. I hope you're winning. I am winning first place in the yapping. You're telling me I've been yapping 2 hours straight? Someone should give me a medal. Now comes a bout of silence as I take a hydrate. Gives you a piece of iron? Metal? What am I? This is Minecraft? Actually, why are you giving me iron? What am I supposed to do with this? No, metal! No, I wanted metal! No, metal! Not metal! Metal? I do not want metal! I want metal! No, metal! No, I feel like the Mooma metal. I want a little thing with a little star and being like, wow, she did yap. Are you really gonna let your mod be funnier than you? Unfortunately, SG 1029 is not. Sorry. No, unfortunately, I cannot let that happen. I unfortunately at this time do not have a 1-up. SG 1029 is leaving now, brother. You have to stay. This is your like obligatory. You're a mod. Oh my gosh. If only the mod streams. I know, that's crazy. Actually, MCC, you might be onto something. I think if the mod stream, maybe he may have a very successful career. Apparently, if he's funnier than me. Ha! Hit him where they hurt. The funny bone. Owie. Honk honk. Anyway, yeah, go stream. Anyway, so going back to that graduation conversation. So yeah, the graduation thing, it shouldn't be long. We have like 20 people in our cohort, maybe question mark, and it's not like a major graduation. Like, I don't, Cups, would you be really confused if I told you I've never gone to a graduation before? There was this post going around, and I don't know what the phrase is or the sentence or how the wording goes, but basically, even though it is an achievement to get your associates or bachelors, I was kind of like, oh, that was already like expected of me, so I just reached an expectation. This wasn't like a big grand thing, and I'm not going to graduate. I'm not going to the graduation. I personally feel like that's a waste of time, especially if I have like more to accomplish. And that's not to shame or tell anyone like, hey, don't do graduation, da 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 da. I think obtaining any sort of like degree is like a privilege and an honor and a testament to your like, you know, your stubbornness and sheer will to get that degree. So huge props to you. If you want to celebrate by going to graduation, go ahead. The only graduation I've ever walked is like my high school, and I'm just like, huh. King Sheep, are you a bot? I need to know if you're a bot or not. This is the third hello. I'm getting scared. Anyway, no? Okay. Hello. That's what a bot would say, huh? No, I'm just kidding. Bot, thank you, SG, thank you. Are you a bot? Me? Or sheep. We gotta start putting the at here. I'm gonna feel like every conversation's to me, and I'm gonna be selective. I'm like, yeah, that's not towards me. Yeah, that cub is speaking in the Cub Club chat. Yeah, that's not towards me. No, you're not human. I'm Bearcat. Please identify all the images with Bearcat. Yeah. Is someone in the chat a real person? Like, no, you're all cubs. No one's a real person. Like, what are we even on? Is streamer bot? I do have streamer bot open. You're welcome. Anyway, graduations are so boring. You know, fair. Graduations are pretty boring. My high school one obviously was much bigger, but the associate one I couldn't even imagine. The bachelor one I couldn't imagine because I went to two different colleges, so I was like, oh, and the bachelor one was at a bigger college? No, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be sitting there for hours for them to say my name and then I have to wait for everyone else? No! 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 So this one should be really quick. I just have to wear a white coat. Maybe I get the... Oh, but you know what? Cubs, they wanna... Sorry. I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collective. I am so calm. I am so normal. I am not a bot. No, but what I'm trying to say is the graduation for some reason on a Friday is at 3 p.m. What? You're putting a graduation on a random Friday? And then you're putting it like right before like rush hour? You are insane and you should feel that. Thank you for the inhalation of air. Thank you, young lord. Yummy. Monte says graduations are good if there's a party after, but I'm gonna go to a convention. That's the issue. That's the issue. Hi, Shroa. Hi, welcome on in. Thank you for politely lurking. Oh my goodness. No existential crisis. You cubs are cubs. Gosh darn it. Google cubs. I'm waving the Google feet. But Monte says you just get in that stage and you get the paper and you leave. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you though, cubs. Sounds about normal, right? Normal. Graduations is an inside job by the auto repair industry. What? You're not googling that? Okay. Monte says, okay, so you already have the cosplay. No, I can't even cosplay. I cosplay as myself? What the heck? Nugget says graduations are really only if you want to really feel like you made it. Cubs, do we play baseball? You can. There's a whole team named after you. Anyway, but Nugget says I walked for my associates, definitely not walking for your bachelors. Yeah, I feel like it's a one and done deal. I actually, this Cubs, hear me out because this is such a safe space because this is my stream, right? When I was earlier in my education, before this program has hecked me over, in multiple ways, more than one, several ways, you know, I was always like, yeah, of course I want to walk for my doctorate's degree. That's insane. You know how many years and like tears to get that degree? I'm gonna walk it. And now with how this program has treated me like the past 4 years, I'm like, I actually don't care. I don't care. Why am I gonna go travel to this place that's caused me like so much trauma and then like do like an hour ceremony and then now I have to rush to go to a convention? Huh? What? I have to go fly what, later that evening? What? What's happening? I can't even celebrate with my family because I'm choosing a con over family bonding? No, but in all seriousness, I'm not interested in going. But my mama Bearcat, when I told her to that, she literally freaked out. My mama Bearcat is like, no, you have to go walk because you've done the schooling for so long. And I'm like, yeah, Mom Bearcat, I'm the one who did the schooling for so long, so I get to make this decision. But she was pissed. She was just like, oh, you have to do it because what kind of memories are you gonna set for your kids? Me with no plans of any kids anytime soon. I'm like, what? And she's like, you know, what about the family? And I'm like, what about the family? She's like, no, you need those memories to tell people that you did this. And I'm like, yeah, they could see it by the degree that they're gonna mail to me on my wall. like, it's fine. It's okay. But she's so set and like physically being there. And I told her like, Mama Bearcat, I have an event that I'm gonna go on like Friday. And she's like, it's okay. I'll travel the hours of commute, and maybe I'll even go there the night before if it means that I can see you walk. Which, you know what, props to my Mama Bearcat for the dedication. Really sucks to know like if she does do it like the same day, she'll have to leave like really early in the morning just to sit there for an hour and then spend like half the day like going back. And it's like, sorry, Mama Bearcat. Anyway, Seth, thank you so much for the 10 stream streak. Thank you. Double the holy amount. You're so right. Botch says, I stayed an extra summer to finish my thesis, so they offered I could join the ceremony the following spring, but I couldn't be bothered just to go back for that. Exactly. They're gonna physically mail you the degree. It's fine. Thank you for the head pat. Thank you. Because I told my Mama Bearcat, I'm like, I'd rather just have like not like a big celebration. I don't really have that many people I would want to celebrate with. Not in a sense of like, sorry Cubs, but like my physical immediate family is very small. It's like my Mama Bearcat and my brother Bearcat basically. So it's kind of like, and I don't think I ever told you the drama, but no, I have. Cubs, I told you my Mama Bearcat doesn't like Ryan, right? So it's very hard to, not that they couldn't get them in the same room, but like that's also really awkward. The lore drop, I know, sorry. But so then that's awkward, and MCC says you gotta set a good example for baby peas. I got him. And Luna says my mom was so into seeing mine, and my dad told me he bailed from his. Yeah, like good shout outs to, I guess, moms being supportive and wanting to be there for their kid, but like I would be so okay, and this is no shame to my cohort, I would be okay if I never see anyone from my cohort again. Like, it's fine. Like, thank you for the memories, thank you for this time, we're all going our separate ways, we all have each other on Discord, peace out. But that's like the antisocial like Bearcat in me that's just like Nugget says, didn't even get my degree when I walked for my associates. They just gave you a cover thing. No, they better give. No way I'm going all the way to wherever I'm going and they're just gonna give me a cover. I will strangle them on the spot. What are they gonna do? Kick me out of school? Oh my goodness. But how? I'll tell you in just a moment. Luna said, is that still from the time she photoed your photo? Yeah, so I had a Homestuck phase with Ryan. I mean, I've known Ryan for longer than Homestuck. Don't start counting, okay? But like one of the things about Homestuck is that we ended up dressing up. No, actually, let me tell you the actual story. Ryan, are you here? Ryan is here, but I don't know if she's physically here. Well, Homestuck didn't help because she thought I was a satanic lesbian for a while, which is nothing wrong with either one of those, I guess. But I will not judge anyone, but I'm just like, oh, well, maybe the Homestuck horns don't help. I can't believe they knew each other in the womb. Brother, sisters from another mother. Heck yeah, rock on satanic lesbians. But I forgot what I promise you, Cubs, I think it's repression of memories, and my memory is just not that great. Ryan would have to recall it. This is gonna get so personal. But I think I got into an argument with my Mama Bearcat, and Ryan had lived with me or lived in the same community as me, which was crazy, by the way. Ryan, did we ever drop that lore where she was finding a place to move and I recommended my community as like a 1-year-old? And her parents said, yeah, that 1-year-old has a really good idea. Let's move into her same community. So we're in walkable distance from each other. And I had this like argument with my Mama Bearcat, and Ryan intervened, and my Mama Bearcat never liked her the same way. They were so mature. I was really mature for a 1-year-old. You should be a house seller? You know, I have considered going into real estate. Just for funsies. You ever like, no, but it's like the same idea mindset I has as becoming a barista. I was kind of like, man, I want to learn how to make coffee. What if I apply at a job to become a barista? So now I know how to make coffee. Same with real estate. I'm like, how does the housing market work? What if I spend all this time studying and then I become a realtor and now I just know? Maybe I don't have to put all the money to becoming a realtor, but you know, it's a bonus. Now I can sell houses. I got that at least 16 years of experience because you know, being a 1-year-old and a forever 17-year-old, you know, the maths. Monty says, man, you gotta update the tags now. Which ones? I am so curious. Oh my goodness. Terryberry, oh my goodness. Hi gamer. Hi gamer, hi gamer, hi gamer, hi gamer. Wait. Da-dang! Brother, we have to catch up with Love and... I haven't read... Okay, I know you're not a Silas girly, but I just... And I haven't read any of the cards, but I just want people to know I'm very happy about the sorting event, okay? Oh, lesbian static. No, I can't do that. They're gonna... You are a Silas girly? No! I thought you were a Snowcrow. Oh, you're Snowcrow. Sorry, my bad. You're so right. I'm like, no, she only loves Zane. No, yes, okay. How are you enjoying those 2 cards, which I haven't even read, but I obtained? And can I tell you that Silas actually hated me because I had to get the pity to grab his 5-star? Or sorry, yeah, 5-star. I'm crying. You're Polly in the game, you're so strong. You're so strong for that because as soon as I'm like, oh, the resources are limited, I'm like, 2 guys, baby, 3, because the cards tell me I need 3 guys. So I'm a Zane, Silas, Caleb girly. I used to be Raphael, and I can admire Xavier from very far away. Oh my goodness. But I just want you to know, back-to-back Silas cards are like, oh my gosh, and I have no one else to yap about it too. But at the same time, I've been so about all these clinical stuff that I got the cards, but I haven't read them yet. I'm so mad. Anyway, cause oh my gosh, you know, I actually have the game open in the background, and you guys can see me do the sorting game. How fun! Anyway, I'm sorry. The gotcha pity, it's so insane. How many boys do you bring to the battles? Only one boy at a time. I'm the same with being a Snowcrow apple, only when I could afford. Exactly. Not to brag, but I'm the holder of the Silas. Which one? Sorry. Oh my goodness. Reva says, we do not question Tippa's boy collection where she keeps them. No, exactly. We don't. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get very excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, she comes to see should see this, but again, it's too like blustering. It's like embarrassing. Like, I'm loud and proud about it with other girlies, but as soon as I tell you guys, I'm like, this the guy who looks like a vampire, as Big Ham says. There's more. You dropped the card after. Wait, hold on. Order in the court. Order in the court. Alright, hi gamer, welcome. Thank you so much for the check-in. Hi, welcome gamer. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Nugget says there's more. I dropped the game after I got the one that initially labeled as this. Which one is that? Is it oh no, I think the initial one, the one where he holds her like against the wall, right? Yeah, but I forget the name of that card because I started after. Yeah, I think the one with the... Yeah? Maybe? Anyway. Tiberi says, I'm going to stay strong and pull once, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Yeah, you have to be careful because I heard there's a multi that's going to drop after this banner, so I'm kind of like, Yeah, the Night of Secrecy! Yeah! Okay, but look, listen. Hold on. Can I pull this up? Do I even have... Sorry, now I'm just excited. I still have to tell you about the drama. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, Cubs? Did you know about... this? Anyway. Game just ran so hard on my phone. No, I couldn't even download the game. The reason why I missed out on I think I started playing when they had the spring event, and I couldn't, or like Silas's birthday, which I was so sad because I really wanted to play Love and Deep Space for him. And then when it was his birthday and I missed it, I was so sad because my phone couldn't even download the game. I had to use a phone emulator. So it makes me so sad. But it's okay because it makes it easier to stream. But I can send you some resources if you want to continue playing the game. Smile. Terry says, I need more of the myths to come through. Same. But here, let me show you Cubs what we're talking about, and then I go back to my drama, and then I draw art. I'm on a rampage. Do not let me ever yap because I'll just get so excited about topics, and then someone's gonna armchair psychology diagnose me, and they'll be like, "You're so right, bestie. You're so right." You did use a phone emulator, but I couldn't buy stuff if I wanted to. No, I mean, look, I buy the Orion Pass through this emulator, and my credit card hasn't been stolen, so I hope that helps. Oh goodness. Yeah, you're what? Really? Oh, I'm gonna show you. And I'm gonna politely also add you. Don't worry about it. Let me open up this. This is gonna be my new phone. Sorry, Cubs. Yeah. So this is my phone now. Congratulations. It's like error on anything needing real money. What? Really? So cute, right? Oh, the game is so cute. Don't talk to me. No, it's reminding me I need to sleep. I put the timer or schedule for sleep way too early. Oh, and I forgot there's desktop audio, but then you're gonna hear the background music twice. No, don't tell me about your night fishing. Wait, let him speak. Yo, hot man on the screen. Yeah, okay, but here are the cards we're talking about. At least it doesn't out you when you're on your period. I think I would cry. I think I would cry if I'm like, yeah, Cubs, let me show you the stream. And it's like, hey, remember, you're on your period. I'm like, ah! I'm fine with getting replaced with Silas, please. Okay, so the new card that everyone's freaking out about. So there was a beach card, which no one was like really, I mean, you know, it's beach. It happened many a time on stream. I would cry. I'm so sorry. I would sob and tear and be like, oh my gosh. Anyway. Okay, look, listen, that's embarrassing. Anyway, so people are freaking out because there's this new promise card, right? And the art is really pretty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Unfortunately, it's not the full image. It's just really funny to be like, yeah, this guy has his phone and a gun on him. That's so funny. He's so to the lore. What is this game about? I'm so confused. It's a Otome game. It's a game for the girlies. Health data on an app? I know. Don't cry. Don't cry. You don't do that. It's not that what do you call it? And you, well, you know, and then yeah, I can't find the new card that I was looking for. Yeah, pardon your language. Is the tracker something you have to enter, or is it optional? It's completely optional. Why can't I'm finding the wedding one. Where's his new card? Not captivating, not this, not that, not that. Oh, this is the new one. I should get back into the game, please. But yeah, this one, the new card is that you're sick. And he goes to check your temperature. And it's just so cute and endearing. Oh, but he kisses you. But it's fine. It's fine because you're sick. The trailer does so much more justice to it, you know? But it's like, wow, it's so soft. So cute. He looks so sweet. He is sweet. His eyes are just so much softer. And he's checking your temperature. He's so cute. Not you too? I've been in this for a couple of months, Dazzle, sorry. I like when a fictional man is nice to me. The boop is so cute. It's so cute. And you can pull for the card now. As you... Anyway. So that's the whole like little gotcha thing. You spend any money? I spend $5 a month because that's the I don't know. That's the thing that they have you do. Anyway, so it's a cute card. I haven't watched the story yet. The only story I've only watched recently, I haven't watched the beach banner. I get so excited about getting these cards and I don't watch them. The only one I watched so far was the wedding one, which was really, really cute. Look at this legally distinct Jack Frost being all cutesy. He is a little Jack Frost. But yeah, the boop is really cute, and I think everything else is really cute, okay guys? Like the wedding one that they had recently, and I just this so cute. This is so cute. Events over in 6 days? No, I'm so locked into ZZZ. Too much gacha. I was so locked into ZZZ when it came out because I liked the style so much, and then I haven't touched it in a year. I'm only a one gacha girly. my attention does not focus too much. It's so sad. Anyway, I go put this away. Oh no, but I needed to do my stupid game. I needed to do my stupid game on my stupid phone. Anyway, you found out about Evelyn? You had to pick it up? Wait. Googling. Z. Oh, her! Yes. I do not blame you whatsoever. She's beautiful. Sorry, I didn't mean to go here. So, listen. Yeah, okay, listen. The 5-star myth characters, yeah, okay, the game looks a little bit more intimate because you're dating, okay? They kiss. It's fine. It's okay. But the events! Now this is where the real game happens. So, as you see, I'm on stage... I just unlocked stage 4, and they have this stupid game where you just sort things. And I get really... I get really stuck. I'm like, wow, towel. Yeah, okay. I think the fan is back there for some reason, so I'm just gonna... No, that's not even the right fan. No! And then sometimes I do this. No way, it's like the brain rot game ads. It is. It really is. They get me so well. Oh my gosh. I love this. It's my favorite. It's like those mobile game ads. Stop. I just want to be happy. This is so fun. In my stupid brain, I'm like, whoa, look at this. And if I bring this here and I put this here, and look, I got an extra bonus here. I'm doing my dailies, Cubs. I'm doing my dailies. I'm so proud of you though. Thank you. Thank you for being proud of me, because right now I'm lost. Tepa proving the Forever 17 because she got roped in the brain rot? No, but there's something so nice about the sorting game. I'm like, wow, so cool. I love sorting. It's my favorite. I love getting stuck. I love getting stuck. Anyway, enough yapping. It's hot man time. Yes, exactly. This was such a good talk, Cubs, you know? Oh my gosh, how many things are hidden here? Hello? Hello? Anyway, as soon as I'm done with this, I promise, Cubs, I will finish my drama. For now, though. There's no other shampoo bottle. And this goes over here. And we got the phone here. And then we can mix that over here. And then we put that here. And then this can go here. And this can go over here. Because I don't think we have that. My mom is addicted to games like this. I know. And then they put in a hot anime men game. They got me. They got me. But I don't know. There's just something so like brain activating about it that I don't feel like it's complete brain rot. But it could be. Let's be completely honest. This could be brain rot. She's around level 2,500. Your mom is a Candy Crush gamer. Did you know that? Did you know your mom is a Candy Crush gamer? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How many things? Why do they hate me so much? Maybe she's just playing Love in Deep Space. Yeah. Have we ever taken these considerations? Anyway, and these juice here, and this here, and that over there, and this over here, and that over there, and that over there, and that over there, and that over there. So gaming. Play. Just confirm. So they have a little event. It's just so cute. It's my guy. It's my guy. Grocery store simulator goes hard. It does. It's actually one of my stupid favorite mini games from this game. Anyway, wow. What were you talking about? I just feel like I'm in a completely different new world. I'm fine with this. Will I learn more about this game? Just play it. It's fine. I think the main story is actually pretty quirky in like a good way. I think the only thing I didn't really like about Love and Deep Space at the beginning, because I was just so nosy, is that there's level caps at the very beginning for the main story because they don't want you to zoom through it, which is kind of fine, you know, I guess to try to improve like the retention, but like I don't know. You open the Play Store, but 32 gigabytes? Brothers, the emulator is Moo Player, MU Player. Do that. How many polygons do these men have? I feel like that's a really intimate question. I don't know that. Tippa's too shy to do a live stream. I am. I'm so sorry. I do my gachas and it's fine. Be warned, it's a 15 gigabyte or more game. It's 32. It's 32. Horse Girls and 4 other gachas have my time already. True. I still have to play Horse Game. I've been opening for dailies, but I haven't really had the opportunity to play because I was like, I don't know who I want to have as my next career or my next girl. And then I saw some stuff about winning ticket and I'm like, you know what? She was the girl I kept getting at the beginning. Last time you played it wasn't that much? Yeah, no, the game has gotten incredibly bulky, which is why I was like really upset when I couldn't download it immediately. You know? Oh my goodness, it's not the Gamer Tippa. Hi Mervadan, hi. Oh my gosh, wait, let me shout you out and also let me shout out Tazo. I was so into the I was so into something. Oi, you gotta do a run for Haru, please. Please, 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 please. I still haven't, again, I haven't touched it since official stream, so I'm so sorry. Oh, but please do it for Haru. It's actually so sad of like, yeah, she's doing fine, and it's like, actually, no, she is not. I think I might have played it with emulator if it's that much. Yeah, no, because I swear to you, cubs, my tablet's a little bit on the older side, Smile, but it still works. I'm not one of those people who would try to upgrade to the latest thing. I only upgrade if it breaks, it's whatever. My tablet, I think, is 32 gigabytes. I cannot download the game. I cannot download the game. It is too big, but it's fine. It's okay. I'm having fun with whatever you see now. And I still have to do more of the sorting game. Part of me is like, go back and do the sorting game, but I have to finish my story and I have to do art and I I have to do art. No SD cards? No, I had a Google Pixel 6. I ended up having to update my phone, by the way, because they killed the battery life. And Google Pixels don't have SD cards for some reason because they hate me. Alright, time to bring back the game. So you see, the progression, I need maybe 1,000 more to max it out. And because I want to get the little points, because you could get silly little things, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then actually I could kind of progress the story. But I would be too shy to play it in front of you, Cubs, so it's fine. You'll just see me play the matchy-matchy game. Unless, no stage 5? Back to stage 4, baby. I can't believe this is what I'm just gonna do all stream. So fun! It's my favorite. But yeah, so the timing of everything for the school is hecking me up, and I don't know if I want to attend my own graduation, but my mama Bearcat says I should. What do you Cubs think? Am I the booty hole for not attending my own graduation, even though it is quote-unquote my own graduation? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, did I mess up by thinking green and green? Help! You're pro at these? I've just never played the sorting ones before. Is that silly? Oh, I see. What field are you graduating? Physical therapy. I hope that helps. But yeah, I don't know. I've never been to what do you call it? These kind of games. So I'm always like surprised. I'm like, wow. But yeah, in addition to that, by the way, for the graduation, I had just learned that it is mandatory to attend like a boards review the day before and the other day before. So, fun thing about the school program for some reason, we have a research project. Please tell me why I'm doing research on my last clinical. I thought we were done with courses, but they're like, no, we have to see how good your research. And it's like, what? I thought we were done. No, you're not. So they want us to come in for a day, before graduation, and they want us to basically present a poster in the hallway. Like, people will just pass by, and it's called Research Day, and it's to like really bring in the community together or something like that. It's a load of bull heck, if you tell me. If you ask my honest opinion, I am definitely not a fan. What do you mean you're telling me I have to travel hours the day before graduation to stand in front of my poster presentation? Hidden label. I had a similar situation with a graduation at AnimeCon the same day. That's MWC. I literally am having the same problem right now. I made a hotel reservation for that Friday of my graduation for a convention. Help! Help! What do you mean? And it sucks because, again, my family wants to attend my graduation, and even though I could be like, don't worry, Mama Bearcat, I'll attend my graduation, you know how sad it'd be? Not to shame anyone, of course, but I obviously think a graduation is a celebration, and if I don't have any friends or family that comes because it's on a Friday, and I don't want my friends or family to take off a day for this, yeah, going alone is kind of, to me, just a little bit counterproductive to, you know, the whole celebration, because I could just celebrate by myself and not have to do this. Okay, I hit my limit. Yay! Samantha said this is like when you search up something online and someone on Reddit has the same problem like 11 years ago. Hi guys, do I attend my graduation or go to an anime con? But no, it gets even worse. Okay, so my graduation's on that Friday. They want me to do research day in the afternoon, but in the morning they have this mandatory boards meeting which goes for 2.5 days, so they actually want me there on campus on Wednesday. Would you believe that? What? Wednesday? I could literally scream, but I will not. So they want me there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday 8 to 5 is going to be a practice board exam review thing, which is mandatory apparently, because they're like, hey, our numbers for first time pass rate is getting really low, so we're doing you this favor to give you some extra practice before the boards, which, you know, sounds great and wonderful, but this is not something that they offer as an alternative. This is not something that they offer like an online alternative. They want you physically there in person. So you're telling me I have to pay for a hotel Wednesday, Thursday, and then if my family decides to come, because, you know, I'd probably be rooming with my roommates, and then you're telling me that Thursday night I have to find like another hotel to try to accommodate my family, because that would only make sense to try to accommodate them because you want them to, I don't want to go to my graduation. I don't want to go. So yes, I'll let you guys know how that all goes, but this was just crazy because this is something we only found out this week on Monday of like, yeah, you have to come Wednesday. Yeah, forget if you have a job or anything like that. You're fine. It's your graduation, but you do have to do this thing. And yeah, it's a participation score, but it's actually a pass or fail for your project if you don't physically attend. And it's like, what? You really want me to stand there for 2 to 3 hours in front of my poster, and then you want me to pay money? Sorry, I'm so frugal. Then you want me to pay money to print out a poster? Like, you want me to spend $20 on a oversized piece of paper and have random people talk to me, and I have to sound passionate about this project that I'm making up on the spot? You are so insane. This whole program is so insane. But that's a later issue. Oh, you know, actually, maybe it's not a later issue. I may have forgotten something very important, which I guess I will do right here on the spot. So they have these first week things where basically you have to sign off to say that you did XYZ. And I forgot for this particular course, oh, we're good. It's like a review the syllabus kind of thing, you know? I acknowledge that I have reviewed the syllabus and due dates, and I understand the time, and that I could choose XYZ. And if I choose da 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 da, yep, submit. No more procrastinating. Alright, one school assignment down. Before I completely forget. Oh my goodness, thank you cuz for letting me ramble so I can eventually get to that I can eventually come to the conclusion of, wait, I do have schoolwork. That's crazy. Anyway. Somehow I yapped for another hour. Crazy. I still need to do the art. Ugh, I'm gonna perish on the spot. And then ad is gonna hit in 9 minutes, so I'm kind of like, they hate me. They hate me. They hate me. Okay, let's go ahead and this is what we'll do. We will politely stand up and stretch, hydrate, eat and drink something super duper yummy. I already have the art stuff kind of set up. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. Let's, as a final thing, because I think I've rambled about everything else, let's do some quick art. We'll find who to raid, smile, and life will be so good. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, I will see you cubs in about 3 minutes. Let this ad go. Use this time to stand up to stretch, hydrate, eat, and drink something super duper yummy. We'll set up for some art, and we'll be good. Alright, see you cubs in just 1 moment, okay? Bye! Now, hi Rika. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bravo. Alright, let's. I'm like, what weird background music is it picking up? It's picking up my Love and Deep Space that's still open. No. What if I just had the Love and Deep Space open in the background? But now you're gonna just hear random guy noises. So let's mute that. Okay. Thank you, Tame. Thank you, MWC. I have music that I'll just play in the background. Should be okay. And actually, I think Spoken For is so funny because when I was hanging out with Big Ham yesterday, they were like, "Sing this, and I'll make the video." And I'm like, "What?" So I'll put it in the background in just a moment, but we'll be in the void. But if you're coming on back or you're just coming on in, welcome back, guys. We are gonna do some art for Lulu. It is their birthday tomorrow, and I just need to draw something. I've been procrastinating on this card for a while, so we're just gonna go ahead and do it. So easy. It's so loud. I'm sorry. So sorry. It's still loud. Oh, whatever. Wow, it's a recent Gallinair winner. It is! It's her! I just don't know how hold on. I just don't know how try-hard I should be. Hold on. I want the video to play, but I've given up. But yeah, 5 whole bucks. So naughty. Yeah, such a winner. I think I might just draw her. What do you call it? That's like a doodle. I don't think it's not that I don't want to try hard, but probably do a quick crown doodle, you know? Her giant boulder. We're gonna figure this out together, okay? Let's see. Because I would love for us to draw, like, you know. Let's see. What if I do something like this? Hold on. Alright, color picker cannot mess up on this. I think I've never seen Lulu's eyes up close. They're really cute. Is it better to color them green? I mean, her eyes are not like that. I would love to draw her a pic, but PC. Oh, you're a PC. Wait, what happened to your PC brother? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I hope it gets repaired very soon. Thankfully, I know there's other technology keeping you like busy and occupied, but what the heck? If I tried, it would never finish in time. That's why we're doodling, baby. We're doodling. We're doodling. Uh-oh, her bow is not even, but maybe it's called perspective. You always have to procrastinate. You have all 3 drawings. No, I'm sorry, gamer. Faulty motherboard also caused damage on the CPU. Boo boo. So excited for your Vocaloid CD. I'm so excited for you. And hi, Miss. Hi, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Here's me waving. Do you see it? Do you see the motion? Do you see the vision? You're getting the James. Oh my gosh. Let's go. I felt so bad because I heard about their whole like Vocaloid concert mishap. I'm like, what? How does that happen? You know what I mean? But enjoy the CD, gamer. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh no, what happened? Something about their visa. And basically they're like, yep, if you want a refund, you could get a refund. But otherwise, they're not showing up on the concert. It's like, what? Oh, we're on a Teto playlist. Hello. I'll just give her a little peace sign. You know what? Speaking of Burp Wayne! Burp Wayne! What if I have my cute friend do a little heart emoji with me? No, it's evil looking. It's fine. For her first try, I'll draw something related to her recent loss. Oh, yeah. I think she'd really appreciate that. I think they're trying to do something like that more for her birthday. Like a little tribute. But yeah, she's had Junie for many years and was the main caretaker, so it's like very heartbreaking to be honest. To be like, oh, it feels all so sudden. Having a pet loss is honestly a very, very miserable experience. Ordered in like the beginning of August and should arrive in September? Oh, that's not too much of a long wait time, thankfully. Yay! It gets there. I hope it gets there safely. Nothing broken. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Oh. Oh, and Ado merch. Did you get to go to the concert? I know Ado was doing the little world tour here. So I hope you got the opportunity to visit. I know a few cubs. Yeah, got to see the concert. They had a ton of fun with it. So I hope you also got to have fun. Why did it sound like that? Oh, go. Huh? Go. I feel like her head looks flat. No, no. No! No! Why does her head look flat? Oh no! So you find resource? Yes! I know she had posted a picture on her Twitter, and I think she has some on the Discord as well. No concerts for you? Not enough money to go to a concert in another country? Oh, no worries! Completely understandable. Save your money, gamer. Should I change the head shape? Why? Why? What if I redraw it, but without thinking? Big brain. I don't know. I really like peanut-shaped character heads. I don't know why. If I had to choose the default, this would always be this. Don't ask me what that squiggly is. I don't know why I've adopted the style of like, yep, this is my deformed chibi head. Which, by the way, not that bad. Cute. But, let me just try something really quick. Let me... Oh. The closest one would have been Germany though? Oh, hopefully it's not too much of a trip. Maybe? Maybe? Oh, Peanut head. Yeah, I just need to draw her as a peanut head. I just have to not think about it. Just don't know why the forehead is so... But I don't know, I just also grew the style of like... Molly, hi, welcome on in, welcome. Maybe if I draw the bangs first? And I feel like I might give her helmet head by accident. Drawing's hard, Cubs. Continue to draw so you get better. I think it's such a rewarding, fun thing to do. I just wish I practiced a little bit more. Let's see. That's why it takes me so long. Oh. Oh. We have to draw more otters so you could get better. Exactly. It's all practice, baby. All practice. Oh, you live almost like 1,000 miles. Ugh. Yeah, but maybe there's a train. We'll see. I'm gonna put that down here. No train? Okay, we're drawing you on the plane, brother. I can't scribble it. Natural pencil? No. Like, maybe the bulkier. No, it's so hard. It's just, I feel like, you know, Lulu is so soft. So I'm like, any harsh fold, I'm like, ah. Here, what if I do this? What if I warm up by drawing myself dummy? And I kiss her beautiful face. Oh, Lulu. Sorry, sometimes I have to like give up drawing to be like, oh, Lulu. I love you. I send you kisses. I send you the kiss. No, I ran out of canvas. Sorry. I'm too lazy to mute. You get one sneeze. The rare sneeze. Bless you, thank you. Thank you. Double thank you. Triple thank you. Dice. Bless it. Thank you. I have the technology. I could just hit him with one of these. No, don't get locked in there though. Oh gosh, they don't have a rotate. They don't have rotate on MSP! Okay. I'm so scared if I flip it. It's not offensive. Definitely need to fix it up. Erase that a little bit. You know. Alright. Okay, we're doing it. Oh, Jesus, late? Yeah, as soon as you told me closest one is Germany, I'm like, oh, EU Cup? Go to bed. Go to bed. Wait, you actually recovered the flip low key? Low key? I know, I did. I just, you know, the eyes are not, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, it's fine. Anti-smanty rotation. Yeah, who needs rotation? Oh, that was actually cute. Bring it back. Bring back. Bring that cute wave back. Oh, you know what? This is fine. This is so fine. I'm so good. So good. Nearly derpy, but we're making moves, brother. We're moving mountains right now because what I was stuck. Because you know when you draw something and you look back at it and you thought it was good, but then you're like, what was I thinking? Not that you ever should shame yourself, but you know, some self-reflection's good. So yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I'm like, I cannot give her that. If I give her this, I will literally perish on the spot. So why don't we not do that? Like, you know, you're like, yeah, I'm popping off, king, queen, royalty. And that's like, oh, never mind. Don't at me of how I'm coloring this, okay? Please don't at me. Whatever you just saw, just ignore that. You know, I realized I don't really draw long hair. Kind of came to this conclusion now. How draw long hair? Because you know, my hair as I draw, it's basically like block. You know that this is my hair. I actually look like Frisk from Undertale. But long hair, you can't just like block it out unless you know it's like this hair. So oh god, how draw long hair. Oh yeah. All right, Frippa. It's what if I don't complete her? Oh gosh. You're learning? Don't learn from me. Don't learn from me. Don't do it. Have you guys heard the English version of this? That's all. That's my conversation. I still think it was a really good English cover that someone did literally like I think 24 hours when the song release, and one of the lyrics is just like, oh, you did just say that, huh? Okay, cool. No? Well, one of the lyrics so the whole story about the song is that basically I feel like if you see the video you would understand. All right, little video. Here. So basically you're in like a little visual novel, and Miku's your lover, but you guys are not together, so you keep reincarnating so you get together now. But the die now is literally in the English translation, or the English dub, which is so like, oh. I didn't explain that well, I'm sorry. Retry now, blah 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 blah. Miku tries to get in a relationship with you. Oh, not in a relationship? Oh, let's just try again. And they kill you. And that's the whole thing. So easy.
Hi, how can I help you?
Oh goodness. Sorry, oh, this is the person who sang that one song, or who made Teto's hair purple. This is a new song. Yeah. Huh. Minimum Rage? I haven't heard this song. I heard their other one though. Oh, I have heard it! Huh? Okay. Goodbye, minimum wage. I'll put you there. I'll put the video. Because I have to continue drawing because it's already 8:30. She wasn't in Minecraft when I saw it? Oh. Huh. I've seen Regret Rock, which I'll put it in the background. I'll try to play that after. Okay, back to here. I think. Okay, back to Lulu. Like Override? You know what I like? Huh. I like Overdrive. Hold on. Oh, this is such a throwback. Hold on, let me grab it. Yeah! But I'm gonna wait for the song to pass. Why not? Okay. Sorry, I'm waiting for the song to go. Okay. Do I draw her a little birthday hat, or am I just being really silly with it? Don't pay me to draw stripes, apparently. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, minimum rage. One moment. I have to culture the cubs. I have to culture the cubs. I have to culture the cubs, please. Age is 5 years. Hold on, let me have the art in the background and then here. Wow. This is the highest quality I've ever seen it at. Wow. This is playing your mix this week. I shrivel. Oh my gosh, it was meant to be though. Age is 16 years because that's how old this is on YouTube. Oh, don't say that. Easy mode though. Me playing Devil May Cry next time. Wow. It was too late to now see if there were subtitles. Oh, there was. I wonder if the... I can't believe I'm just gonna play more mix of Japan.
あなたの人生せめてノーマルモードぐらいはチャレンジしたら
Thank you, Toho. Thank you for being the influence over many things. Oh, the English cover is gonna play. Ah, this is fine. Perfect. Enjoy the music. All right. Unfortunately, I can't have it in the background. How does Ryan do it? Browser? Cute. Wait, Big Ham, have you never seen this? Oh, unless there's a weird lag. Hold on. I see. Okay, I was like, no way. We've been on the internet together, and you haven't seen this. I think Teru was gonna try to make like a little animation meme of it, but It's run cycle plus dance cycle plus them flying across the screen cycle. Oh. Okay, back to art. Back to art. Okay, it's scaffold. Oh goodness. Yep. Hi, Pi. Hi, welcome, Ayo. Ayo, hi, gamer. Welcome. Oh, this is the English cover of the song. Oh, but you'll need to see the lyrics. Oh, well, it doesn't work. Wah! Get it to work. Wah! You can't wait for October? I love the vibes. It's around the corner. Art's so cute. Oh, purplish, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I want to draw something simple for my friend's birthday, but I'm like struggling, dying. Thank you! Thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Club. Welcome. Okay. Nah, I feel bad if I... Okay, put it away. But I love the song. Okay. Yep, for me. Oh gosh. I didn't fix her braid! No, I didn't fix her braid! Okay, wait. I have to show you this one because I'm like, have you guys heard the English version? Because of this line. I'm like, wait, you just say that? That's crazy. Okay, that's it. I'm back to drawing. Someone teach me how to draw long hair. Oh gosh, scared me. Oh. Just draw short hair, but keep going. Don't let your pen leave the paper. It just look, I have to draw like random strands to show you like it's long hair. Do I shave off her cheek? No, it's cute. It's cute. Ugh. Oh. Okay. 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 I'm this. Waiting for Love Shine? Yes, why? I'll play it. Yep, looks good to me. It looks, again, this one is so, I don't know how to explain it. It's like that, it's like the girl with the meme with her hand up. her hand up. And she's like, huh? It's a good mwah. It is, thank you for believing. Let me draw the rest of my body, question mark. If she can have a chest, I can have a chest too. Wrong one. Oh, let's take ibuprofen together. No, there was like this girl. She's like shrugged over. She's like, I'll find it. Wait, I said I was gonna play Love Shine. I love Strobe Blast. I was trying to get Ryan to remember the song, and she's like, I don't know this song. I'm like, no. We don't remember. If you cubs also know. Because I'm like, yeah, it's the one with the cats and Miku, and she just... anyway, I just want Miku to burst in so I could change it. But there's something about this song, there's like different iterations that's very similar to Strobe Blast or Strobe Light. Alright. Okay, hold on. Alright. 17 years ago. I'm just gonna smile and nod. Hi, Garland, hi! Cute Bearcat detective, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah! Sorry, to stare at both of them, I'm like, oh. Okay. Let's just crop it. You get a chest, and you get a chest. You get a chest. something something. You're so good. Do not worry. Everyone can get the gender reaffirming surgery that they need. Now. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate it. I started being fancy with the Y's. I'm like, I actually don't like it. But if I do a little, if I do a little cursive in here, just maybe we might be on to something. Dice. Anyway, back to strobe blasts. Make squiggles look fancy? Yeah, squiggles look fancy. Yeah, but then it cuts off. Gosh darn it. And it's not even on center. Hold on, maybe making it more centered will help. What if I perish it? What if I just say happy birthday? Okay. Happy. In so much pain. How to make this better? How make more aesthetically pleasing for aesthetically pleasing? What if I crop it? Oh, her birthday hat is so big. Ugh. What if I just draw hearts? Get really girly with it. Not that, you know, girly. Putting hearts makes it girly, but you know, it's got that girlish charm. I'm gonna cry. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! And then that could just be the background too. And she'll just know. Because she could feel it. She could be like, oh, she loves me, and she starts counting the hearts. She loves me 12 hearts. Does it look fancy? I feel like I should have made my... Oh goodness. You know what? I don't remember my brush size. There you go. Yep, looks good. All right, let's put down the birthday card. I still owe other birthday art, so let's see. Yeah! Okay, I will save this in a moment. Bum, 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 bum. I don't think. Hold on, just in case. My paranoid, but it's like, what do I have in my downloads that's gonna show? Okay. You know what I do have to still do though, technically? Can I open it from here? So out of my elements. Forgive me as I try to fix this really quick. Huh? I was gonna try to open the magma board. Oh goodness. What if I drew a certain birthday girl? Like how I used to draw my Hamtaro characters. I feel like I have to steal other people's what do you call it? Colors. Guess who's not what do you call it? Immune to peanut head. But how I used to draw Hamtaro characters were like this. I feel like I'm in like I have to tell this certain individual who may or may not be here that I'm sorry, and I owe them a drawing that doesn't make them look like Skrillex. Or who's the other guy who did dubstep? Oh my gosh, who's the guy with the helmet? The guy. Dead Mouse. Yeah. No, not Daft Punk. Yeah, who goes individual V? This is how I used to draw my Hamtaro characters. I would also. Oh my goodness. Big I owe you actual art. I'm gonna draw my tablet for this one. If you see this is your new pleading emoji. It's good, don't worry. Pleading emoji. But you know, you used to draw like the body. Like this is literally it. See, this would look cuter on a crown brush because then it looks like, you know, like a 5-year-old drew it. I'm not trying to like just downplay my art. I'm just like, oh, this cutie style like would work better with this. And then, you know, you draw like the little hands like this, and that's how you draw the Hamtaro characters. And then we just have to. We just have to. I'm coming back to this one. This is a work in progress. But no, all the other arts on Big Ham's board is super duper cool. Like this? What? They drew that? What? And sorry, let me grab them all. Happy birthday, the tiniest ham, which is so cute. This is also super duper cute. I'm actually curious if it's from Bodega. I did not draw that. I'm just showing off Big Ham art because I love good celebrations and I love good art. And oh my goodness, this sticker. That I need a sticker. This I need sticker. This I need sticker. This I need sticker. This sticker. This. Why do Landmarks throw you like cheese? This I love a disco wizard. Melted? His puddle ham is so good. It's like he's seen it before, which is crazy. How did that come to his mind like that? This one is so soft. Whoever drew this one? Mwah. Wait. Maybe? Okay, I'm just gonna... I could click people's layers. I'm looking nice while we hit pickle. Oh my goodness. You think both were Teru? Yeah, I was like, wait, now that I stopped for a moment. And then Ryan, here, I'm like, what the heck, Ryan? And I think that's good. Okay, I'm coming back for that work in progress. Alright, Alright, let's go ahead and politely wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining me for almost 4-hour streams of just me talking and then an hour of just me looking at the same drawing. I think that's like the nature of art, right? Right? That's the nature of art? Poggy Woggies. Alright, let's go ahead and find someone to raid. That's an art stream. That's crazy. People do this? Let me see if the other people I was interested in raiding are still alive. Let's see. Oh. No! I just knocked on someone's stream. No! Hold on. I just knocked on someone's stream. I'm gonna cry. Please, I actually don't know that person that well to knock on their stream. I'm literally gonna perish. I can't. Why do people still have knocking features on? I'm going to cry. I'm going to perish. Please. I hope. And they're streaming. And you know, the good thing about these knockings is that you don't actually get them from people. Oh, they're playing Doki Doki Waku Waku. I'm losing it. Just raid. No raid. I'm vanishing. I think I need to do that. Please, I would start crying. It's your stream tip? I'm gonna cry. I just want to click if this person was still alive. Oh my gosh. So, sorry, knocking. So if you guys are not familiar, basically on Twitch, you are, oh my gosh, what is it? You can basically do like a free collab with someone, and you can join their stream basically by knocking, and we can have like a instant collab basically. It's a feature that many people are like, don't like this basically, and they're like, oh, you don't like this, but this is such a fun way to collab. The only good thing that they've created with this knocking is like that shared chat aspect, but you don't need to be in. No! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want you to know. I want you to know. I hope you have a great stream. I hope you have a great stream. You're gonna pick up. Please do not pick up. It's so nice. Oh my gosh, so nice talking to you. Don't pick up. I literally thought I was gonna vanish. I wanted to vanish so bad. I was like, what if I just end stream? If they actually look at this, good thing they don't get notifications on OBS. Where on OBS are you getting this notification of a knock? What? You're killing me. I'm staring. Oh.
Okay.
Maybe it's just an accident after
Now
all.
it's lit up with gold, right?
Right.
You too.
Oh god, I've ruined everything.
So,
Oh my gosh. It was an accident. Now I'm hopping over. Have a good stream.
flying ducks.
Enjoy your life.
I am interested in getting a cosplay. I don't like cosplay. My body type is weird to cosplay stuff.
Get rid of the personal
That's so
shield.
funny.
God.
What if we get really
This one?
drunk and we start
Dismantle it.
I'm just gonna go die in a corner now, Cubs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending. Really appreciate it. Let's go find someone else to raid. What if I just raid in there? Can I do that? Should I? I'm gonna die. You know, what was the question earlier? Dying of like cringe or dying of embarrassment? Good luck on dying in the corner. Thank you. Thank you for stream. Thank you for joining. You know what? Would be really cool if there's a way to turn that feature off. I've been lurking in her streams to see her chat reaction. So funny, her chat reacting is killing me. I think that's the worst part. They're like, she hates you. Oh my gosh. No, I'm just reading her chat. Okay. Hi, Zero. Hi, welcome. Okay, you know what? How funny would it be if I was going to, we'll just rate them. Alright, cuz, Discord, Twitter, I'm leaving. I'll leave with the shame. I'm just gonna type everything very fast. Feel free to check out the Discord. It's the official Cup Club. I ping when I go live. Twitter, I normally have my schedule up on Blue Sky and whatever. I don't really have a schedule cut yet. I'll be back this weekend. I don't really know if Saturday, Sunday. Mom Bearcat's visiting, so we'll see if she stays the weekend or not, okay? Feel free to check out the, Oh, she's gonna play Devil May Cry? This is insane. Okay, sorry. I'm being so serious. Anyway, feel free to check out the socials. I have the YouTube, the TikTok, all that good stuff. Yes, thank you everyone for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Now we really have to raid them? I know, we just played Devil May Cry. Grab a raid message. If you're not subscribed, absolutely no hecking worries. Feel free to use the Tipanya raid. And then if you are subscribed, yes, please use that one. Thank you for your support. And if you're not subscribed, feel free to use the very emojis with the Gal raid. Do we change the raid message? Do we? I'm gonna cry. The worst part is that I don't have her stream live right now, like audio wise, so if I'm still in the call in any regard, I think I will actually perish. But it's fine. It's okay, let's just say hi, let's make a connection. Let's do it. I mean, let's do it. But thank you, MCC. Monte says thank you for yapping. Alright, thanks for joining. Thank you, Files. Thank you, Atomic. We're gonna raid Nino, who is the person I accidentally butt dialed. Yep, goodbye. I leave you with them. They're gonna play Devil May Cry. I'm leaving. I'm going. Goodbye. Thank you so much, Erika, for joining. Hopefully I get to see you sometime this weekend. I will update you guys as soon as I can, and life will be good. Bye! 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 Have a good night, good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and until next time, lots of love. Bye!